Whoa, thank you so much, Crystal Abundance, for the raid there. Goodness gracious. I had to go live a little bit early because I saw that happen. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out. Crystal, you were playing Master Duel, of course you were. Thank you. Good to see you. Whoa. A lot of subs coming in. Thank you, Senmaru. Oh, hang on. First of all, thank you, Yankee Gal, for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months in a row. Since I lost my guinea pig today, this is good to see. I'm sorry to hear about your guinea pig. You'll have to wait for this guy to finish transforming. And now we're on a hype train. Yankee Gal, thank you so much for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months. I'm so sorry to hear about your guinea pig. Well, we're here for you. We're here to give you a positive vibes. Senmaru, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 44 months there and getting us on a Steam hype train. Level 1, let me get that going. So many things I haven't done yet.
Into the weenie mobile.
So many alerts.
Weenie man away.
All right.
Come on.
Really, do you guys mind going first while I get this going?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Really quickly, let me introduce my co-hosts. First off, we have Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your homosexual update. I don't know.
You don't have one?
No, I was thinking about this before, and I was like, crap, what do I do? And then I was like, well, I'll figure it out, and now here we are. I don't know. I'm really tired.
We're living it. This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't have a plan, people. But then again, I've been working. I worked the last 2 weekends in a row, so I don't really have a whole lot of energy to come up with a homosexual update. Oh,
That's
you know what? I
Not
did
enough
buy.
gay lately.
Yeah, I did buy a cute. So my friend has a daughter who's turning 10, and I bought her a Tokyo Mew Mew, and I bought her Little Witch Academia.
Oh my
And I didn't even have to tell her what the manga was. I just said it was manga, and she got really excited. And then I taught
Aw.
her how to read it
Oh,
because she didn't
of
know
course.
how to, read it backwards. And it was really cute. And then her stepmom ratted me out and said that I was in it. Because I was like, if I give her this comic, maybe she'll watch the show, and then maybe she'll like my character the
Always
best.
on that
That's my
grind.
agenda. Yeah,
Always.
that's my agenda. I gotta get the Amanda O'Neil agenda out there. And but I wasn't gonna be like, and I'm in this.
Right.
But then the
Trying
friend,
to impress a tiny child.
but then the friend was because it was funny because I was like, and this is about a witch who sucks at being a witch, but she wants to get better, so she goes to school. And then the kid was like, oh, I think I've heard about this. I think there's a cartoon. And I'm like, yeah, there is. And then
But we call it anime.
Yeah, get it right.
You fucking weeb. You're not even a weeb.
First of all, not a cartoon.
Yeah. But then the stepmom was like, oh, but you know who's in it, right? And then she got really excited. So I felt a little less bad because she was like, oh, you're one of the witches. So I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to tell you which one. You got to figure it out. So
Very cute.
I guess
Just
that's
from
my
the
gay
vibe of
update.
the characters in the manga.
Yeah, right. I mean, Amanda is the
That
most
is your
like me.
vibe.
Yeah, the anti-conformist kind of bitchy one who doesn't want to work.
I was just going to say the cool one, but
The pole dancer.
sure. We're also joined by Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi. I don't have any updates really.
Well,
I've
the
just been working and sleeping. But I
Oh,
hope everybody's
yay.
doing well.
update us on what kind of soup you are today.
Oh, I made a really good broccoli cheese a couple weeks ago, so I'm really feeling kind of
Oh.
broccoli cheese today.
All right. Much like the legendary Super Saiyan himself, broccoli.
We just made
Super Saiyan.
we just made broccoli cheddar last night.
There you
Oh,
go.
really?
Yeah.
The legend.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's also what we made for my birthday with some delicious garlic bread.
Yes, and we
Ooh.
had garlic bread as well.
Yeah, nice.
Sojourner says the lid to your Campbell can avatar is looking as sharp as ever.
Why, thank you.
Very incisive. Don't get too close. You'll get cut. All right. And we're also
Don't make
joined
out with
And by
by...
the way, hold
Huh?
on one
Whoa.
sec.
Oh, shit.
Don't make out with
My mouth.
It's because he's
There we
bisexual.
Oh,
So many things are happening. Thank you, K1.
Actually, that is an update that I have. I went to a Final Fantasy wedding the other day where the theme was sexy vampire, so I went as vamp.
Oh, brilliant.
that.
That's brilliant.
Bisexual vampires.
Turn down for what?
Thank you for turning it down for what there, Blaze Girl 10. Sorry, there's a few alerts that I haven't acknowledged before I get to Karina. K16, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 7 months. I'm sorry to hear the union betraying voice actors, actresses like that.
That's a whole other
It's a
thing
whole
that I can
thing,
get
and the only reason we're not going to talk about it, well, not the only reason, but the reason we're not going to talk about it right now is it's a bit of a stressful conversation, and Marin, I think, at the very least, is probably not in the mood to really get into that.
I mean, the
Probably
very
all Marin's
short,
been talking about for weeks. So
Yeah.
yeah, and all I'll say is the very short version of this is we have two options. We close our eyes and shut our ears and pretend AI doesn't exist and we can block it out, or we get rules and regulations on the books to protect people and make it more expensive to slow down production and make it impossible for them to use it the way they are. Those are our only options. So, you get the turd sandwich or you get the douche. I pick the douche. Delicious.
All right.
Marina!
Well, I hadn't
Yeah,
finished, but
Speaking
Oh,
of
shit.
douche.
I hate to take away that brilliant introduction, but I do have a few more alerts I need to read. Shy JP41, thank you for the follow. Supreme Beef Chief, thank you for the follow. The Supreme Beef Chief, he's at the right place. We've got some beefy boys in this game. AG Silver, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 27 months. And Lou Panda Mouse, thank you for your, in total, $10.66 donation there. I'm not convinced he's an ace attorney. I think he has very, very real interest in Miles Edgeworth. Oh, I get you, because of the ace. Whoa! Thank you, Drew Illusions, for the raid there. It comes in very hard. It's very loud. It always surprises me. You were playing Danger-esque, the Rumisode Triangulate. That's a mouthful. Thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. And then your other message, Lou Pandamouse, thank you. Apparently in other parts of the world, they call him Kilometers Edgeworth. True fake fact.
Actually,
they actually call him Benjamin Hunter.
Benjamin Hunter, yeah.
Which is a great name for him.
It is
Hunter
really hot, actually. I
Benjamins.
think that's going to be the name of him in my Pegging Cinematic Universe novella.
And
It's a very like Christian Grey sort of name.
Yes, very much. But I need to figure out, and we've tried this before, but I'll put it out there again because I think
Put
we
it out
might
there.
have picked a name for Phoenix, but I don't know if if I actually settled on a name for Phoenix. A public
Nicholas
domain.
left.
Yeah, Nicholas left.
And Team Agua Chris, thank you for the follow. But last but certainly not least, we are joined by a fully functional, operational Scrimblow version of Karina. Woo, woo, woo.
Yay!
Karina, welcome back.
Thank you. I live.
Again.
Yay!
There's the life. That's the life force
Wow.
coming out there. All right, good to have you back, Karina. Thank you for joining us once again. I hope you've been well.
I'm always glad to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Heck yeah. Karina likes to join us and sort of vibe in the background, which is really it's really cool to have Karina hanging out while we play.
Don't help.
No.
I just like come to hang out. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flavor.
It's always nice to have a Karina in your back pocket
Yeah.
there in case of emergencies.
In case you need to bully a small man.
Oh, the little man who lives in my house.
But yes,
See, if I bully the little men, then the little men take it out on me. But if Karina bullies the little men, then they don't know what to do. They're like, a little
men
man
love
is
when I
bullying me?
The little men love when I bully them.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
It's because you're smaller. They're not as scared of you.
Yeah, they love it.
all right. Well, I haven't technically introduced myself yet. I was too busy juggling things. But welcome. I'm Martin, also known as Little Karibo. I'm going to be your host. And everybody in chat, if you can, let me know if there's any audio discrepancies. Either the game is too loud. Obviously, it's not playing any audio right now. Either we aren't loud enough, or we are too loud, or one of us is not loud enough, etc. Let me know. I do like to mention that at the top of the stream if I can help it. Just because I often am unable to monitor that as well as you guys can. So just give me a heads up if you hear any issues. But there was one thing I wanted to do. I want to start doing my own little thing at the start of streams because Marin's got the gay update. I want to do on this day in Ace Attorney. And that by that, I want to Google what happened on this day in the canon of Ace Attorney. And it turned out nothing happened on January 14th.
Wow.
But
You know
Is that
what?
because
Something did
Phoenix Wright
happen.
regularly goes like 6 months in between clients?
exactly. It's a
No,
lot of
something did
December
happen.
things. Huh?
On this
wait,
day.
Wait, go on.
Phoenix Wright cleaned the toilet.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
taking my
unless it
segment
was,
from me.
I'm pretty sure it was
unless
Apollo.
it was yeah, unless it was after Ace Attorney 4, and then it was Apollo who cleaned the toilet. But it was cleaned.
Fucking
Yeah, rest assured the toilet was cleaned.
the toilet is indeed cleaned, but in a grander sense, I checked out and I saw that in January of 2019, there was nothing in January 2023 as far as I can tell. Dahlia Hawthorne was executed,
Nice.
which I think is a great time.
But you know what? They still couldn't keep a bad bitch down.
They sure couldn't. That's right. She wasn't really dealt with yet. I hadn't thought about that. That
No.
was-
She was executed but not dealt with.
Yeah.
It's a temporary solve to the problem, really.
They just
Small
sort
roadblock.
of strangled her a little bit.
All right. So, of course, Dark Jade is on point, and I forgot to scroll back up and look at their recap. Thank you, Dark Jade 1. Last time on Dual Destinies, we learned that time is running out for Prosecutor Blackwell, with his final sentence due to be carried out tomorrow in game time. And because of this discovery, Aura's just taken matters into her own hands and used some of the Space Center's robots to take hostages, including Trucy, demanding that his case be looked into again in exchange for their freedom. Fortunately, Phoenix, with Pearls, have been allowed to do so, with Edgeworth too, to be continued? All right. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but Blaze Girl 10, thank you for the turn down for what earlier. I do appreciate that. All right.
I like that even now, Trucy still isn't the assistant.
Yeah, it's kind of...
They brought back Pearl
me up.
instead.
Oh, the alert is being glitchy. Jazz Spy 1, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 6 months in a row, 13 total. I'm surprised that I haven't seen you like or retweet this fantastic fan animation that animates a funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged scene. I'm going to have to look at that after the stream, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I started turning up Karina there. Let me know if it's a little bit louder. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
A little bit closer to my mic.
I think you're okay, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. It emphasizes the fact that you're vibing. All right. I've turned the game audio on. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
All right. X Tadashi, thank you for the follow, Tadashi. We love a
Tadashi.
Tadashi. We hung out with Tadashi IRL last year
In New York.
in New York.
And we're going to hang out again in Cleveland, hopefully. later this
Tadashi,
year.
welcome. I'm going to make you a VIP. Because we are IRL VIP BFFs. I don't know.
IRL.
I don't think that was the right...
VIPs.
I used the bot command. I'm an idiot. Hang on.
IRL oomphies.
IRL Oomphies. There we go.
Oomphy?
Valuable, incredible, and perfect. Thank you, Lupanda
What the
Mouse.
fuck is an oomphy?
Have you not heard Oomphy? Marin is always like
Heard oomphy?
2
You're
months.
on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know how
No,
Marin does
I'm not
this.
actually. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That was my gay update. I deleted Twitter off my phone completely.
Yay.
What, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
Good job.
Because I got really fucking tired of all the SAG takes.
Good for you.
I
don't have that kind of
energy. I don't.
If I delete Twitter, I'll have too much time alone with my thoughts, and I can't
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
I only have it. It's only on my computer now that I can
Nice.
log in. So.
See, I have this bad habit. I've like established in the past month where I'm on Twitter a lot, but it's because I'm trying to curate my For You tab to be like as brain dead as possible. So if you go through my Twitter likes, I like a lot of random like Trigun fan art and like Ace Attorney fan art and
Valid,
stuff.
valid.
Like I'll just like whatever to try and school the algorithm to
Manipulate.
mostly show me that and like other dumb
I'm gonna
shit.
start going through Karina's likes.
Yeah, they're great. I have great likes.
Man, there was one time and this was when they first started rolling out the, you could see each other's likes things, but not
Oh
like,
my gosh.
but anyway, what I'm trying to say is I liked a threesome fan art and I didn't realize that it forced it into your friend's
Yeah.
feed at the time.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
one of my
no.
friends messaged me and was like, you were looking at some interesting stuff there the other night. And I was like, huh?
You're like, oh my god, my account got hacked.
So now I can't know. I straight up was like, fuck yeah, that was amazing. I wasn't jerking it. It was just good.
But yeah. And I also do that with Instagram because I don't even use Instagram except to follow my friend's dog. But I'm constantly trying to like fix my like explore page to only show me like one thing.
Yeah. They always try and like show you shit to make you mad. And I'm like, I'm too tired to be mad.
Yeah, I don't want to
I'm
see that. I want to
already
see cute.
furious.
I just want to see cute fan art.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
The whole time.
That's why I'm just endlessly here.
My problem is that I've encountered so many Kamen Rider fans on Twitter that if I leave, who will I talk to about Kamen Rider except Marin?
Yeah.
Aw,
This
poor
is my
Mary.
problem for volunteering. Now I don't have Twitter. I take things too personally.
All right.
Now I just want to be grumpy and play Lethal Company alone.
Speaking of playing, are we ready to?
Alone.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Look, I don't trust humans anymore. They're too stupid.
That's valid. All right. Are we ready to play the actual visual experience of Ace Attorney?
I
Yeah.
suppose.
All right.
I was saying earlier, I don't actually remember what my Miles Edgeworth voice was, and even if I did,
Invent
I
a new
don't know if
one.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Oh.
I've spent
Benjamin
some
Hunter.
time
Oh.
in
His.
Europe.
Then maybe this will help you get in character, Marin. Dark Jade says, we've also learned that Edgeworth has become the chief prosecutor since the end of his
Yes.
spin-off games, with him being busy with trying to clean up some of the remaining corruption from Blaze de Best's reign. Him also helping Phoenix to get his lawyer.
Badge.
I like get your lawyer back.
To get his lawyer.
I
That's
want
what it
my
says.
lawyer back, lawyer back, lawyer back.
It
I want
says-
my lawyer back, lawyer
It
back,
says helping
lawyer back.
Phoenix to get his lawyer back again.
It's like
Just
when
like how Stella got her groove back.
Exactly.
Phoenix got his lawyer
Exactly.
back.
How Phoenix got his lawyer back.
That's just how they talk to each other. They're weird.
get your lawyer on. All right. Oh, you're fine, Dog
millennials.
Jade. We're just riffing. All right. Do you feel ready to? Because I don't remember what Edge was talking about. Well, obviously he's talking about what's his name, Blackwell.
Yeah, we're talking about the case that happened 7 years ago with that resulted in the death of Athena's mother. That Blackwell
We haven't
was
really-
convicted.
We don't know like in detail what was going on there just yet, do we?
No.
Okay.
No. We
I think
just know
most
that
is
it-
revealed during when the trial starts.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering if I'd missed some stuff about it because I felt like I had a
No.
very
Not really.
vague idea.
That's why I don't
Because
really
it's
like this
they
game.
have to like dig up evidence from like 7 years ago, so it's not really
Yeah.
something we can investigate right now.
Yeah.
We
If only
spent
we
so much
had
time.
some sort of thing to time travel and like go around recording people.
Yeah, if only we could use the Mason system again.
Right? We know
Alright.
that's made with AI, though.
Funny that that
Yeah.
only existed just to get Kristoff convicted, and then Phoenix just didn't care about any criminals after that.
Yeah.
He
well,
deleted
okay.
it from his phone after that.
Let's
Yeah.
be real, right? You go through all that effort just to try and prove a point, and then you think that the government would be able to take it from there.
Well,
you would
the whole
hope.
like jurist system, that's a whole other system of court that Phoenix is trying to implement, but it only matters to him for one case.
Right.
one
One
case.
dude.
What if the government was like, okay, good experiment, haha, back to the old ways. What if Phoenix couldn't do anything in the system he was trapped within, but clean the toilet?
Well, what
furiously?
happened was he had it all confirmed and like he had it accepted, like the government was going to implement it. And then someone said, "Can we see a picture of the guy who invented this?" And they showed them a picture of Hobo Phoenix and they were like, "Okay, this is going in the trash."
Oh,
we can't look
no.
I'm having my doubts about this one.
What does Papa mean?
All right, Marin, do you feel ready to speak as this man?
I do feel prepared. Yes.
Well,
Huh.
yeah.
So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he?
Hope capsule updated in the court record. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. Enakaiser says the test with the jurist system was inspired by real-life. Japan tried the jury system around the same time Apollo Justice released there. Mind you, the real-life test was a severe failure, hence why it didn't catch on. So maybe it's reflective of real
Yeah.
life.
So I was gonna say. if the
They must have
government
just not
doesn't
like
follow
normal people having opinions.
Yeah, that is an issue sometimes, isn't it?
I wonder, like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wonder how much of it is a matter of like culture differences, right?
Yeah.
Because we're real individualistic over here, whereas they're very much like maybe more, I guess, conformist behind the way they approach things. So
Anyway,
I wonder, yeah.
it's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. Photos go in the kitchen. See the cute little food processor?
I think I said this all before, but it'll help me
I
get
think
back into
so.
the character.
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That is the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded into the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body.
The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me.
So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
I'm glad I flashed back to that. Apollo and Aura Blackwell, I wonder what they're talking about.
Are they making plans without me?
Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule?
Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag. But how did you know?
No, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. Something about tea. Thank you, Katyasha Lockhart, for the Family Feud redeem. Sorry for struggling with your name there.
Gay love making.
That's what Edgeworth said.
Yeah.
So he's looking
Oh,
into the case. from
we're back
7
to the
years
beginning.
ago on his own, is he? Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, we made it.
All right, so let's have a look
This is
around.
like Barbie and Ken's laboratory.
It's so cute.
This is just what a lesbian laboratory looks like.
A lesbatory.
Wish I could get my.
The lesbatorium.
Oh, look, it's a little robot. I wonder what it does. Cleaning, maybe? Toilet cleaning?
A cleaning. Oh, you go. Cleaning robot must follow a human's orders as long as it causes no human harm.
Yikes, it talks!
That's right, Beach. A cleaning robot must keep desks clean without violating the preceding clause.
The gay lovemaking clip is real, Enokaiser, as far as I can tell. I don't believe it's been disproven.
Debunked.
However, Miss Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on the desk.
Oh, I get that.
Oh, what is the purpose of my existence?
Oh, suddenly Rick and Morty looks really, like it's just ripped off Ace Attorney here. I guess slack off and cut some corners aren't in his vocabulary bank.
Why?
All right, let's see. Having a bad time. Aura's desk is a mess. No, that doesn't surprise me.
Gay
Have you
love
seen your office, bitch?
Bro.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do.
God, she's so fucking hot.
Metis.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. That's a weird
That's
thing
what
to
I call my
do.
desk.
It's my
It's Metis Sykes.
point.
Blanco, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Oh, I was only gonna punch you in the face. Damn it.
Give me a little
Can't
spank.
now.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was...
Disaster bisexual.
That's what he said when he was a kid as well, when he saw the teacher. What was
Damn.
Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh. So he calls Dr. Sykes mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura?
She's our stepmother. With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamenine.
You kind of sound like you're programmed to not know how to say that word, Clonko.
Kind of sounds like you're programmed to be an asshole.
I am.
Glad we worked that out.
That's what they
Beat.
did with these games. So Straw Hat, thank you for the 10 bits. Mo, it seems like this Aura has more issues than Mewtwo did in Pokemon the movie. He had problems.
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
Pardon me. Searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying
Jesus.
and then take out her feelings on those around her.
Ah, yes, I also do this.
I once told a man he gave me unnecessary feelings and told him to never come back.
He doesn't do it anymore.
I told him to get out of my school.
I bullied him until he transferred
Until he cried
schools.
and left. And then I got a little bit of a chub. After
But I still
prosecutor-
cried.
I still cried too, yeah. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found... Gosh, shut the fuck up! After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct. But without new evidence, her requests were ignored. Then,
Whoa.
little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Mama Aura.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonko, huh?
Mama Aura.
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on boop.
Yeah.
Scanning.
Okay.
Right. Take a look at this paper on
I'm
Dr.
glad we
Sykes'
developed this secret language that only you and I can use. Blip-skibidi-bidi-bidi.
Yep, so I guess I don't need to finish the line.
Honko and Clonko. They're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Ponko's series features can determine the presence... Oh, hang on. Can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you.
Got him.
Excuse me, what is that supposed to mean?
Abort, retry, fail?
404, what?
Ah, thank you, Yankee Gal, for the Proto Badger redeem there. It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. So why do we even have Athena?
These Robots are empaths.
She's like, I wouldn't have to pay a robot.
Right, but these robots were born after Athena was, so maybe that was like the in between.
Dark Lord dies
But
and
they
says,
probably would have gotten lawyer powers before her.
That's true.
"Oh, I really."
You
It's
could
not...
just program them to be lawyers.
Dark Lord Eisen 91 says, "Just want to say I was sad I couldn't give Marin a cookie in Destiny this dawning."
Me too.
But you got a mask, right?
For Halloween,
For
yes,
Halloween,
we
you got a
masks.
mask. That was kind of cool.
That was kind of cool.
Robots with a heart added to the court record.
You can give me a cookie in real life.
Yeah.
Just don't give me a cookie with needles in it like that one person at
Oh, what?
Artist Alley.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I
God.
heard about this one artist who got cookies from somebody that had needles in it, and now I've just been terrified to eat anything
God.
with
Any
hands.
cookies.
Yeah, from fans.
All right. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too.
Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearl, that's
Pearls.
the kill button.
Don't touch the...
Oopsie.
That's the murder button. That murders.
Oh.
Edgewood's dad walks
No,
in.
it's the
Hi,
gyno
son.
button.
I'm all The Void Adept, thank you for the hoo-ha redeem. Hey, it's moving. It's moving.
It appears to be a robot assembly device.
Edgewood just says that casually.
I know that.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. All right, it's moving now. This is new, I think. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation.
The explosion disabled the elevators.
I just keep flashing back to her because she's so hot.
It's important that we see her when we think about the things that she said.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to do.
As Ms. Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building.
That's that language again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that it wasn't just Phoenix and I. We spent so much time alone in Europe together.
There's also a small child here who needs to know this information.
Yeah, I suppose so. That we were having sex? What?
No?
That we weren't having sex. As Ms. Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside.
I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Emergency ladder.
Boobs!
Did to the court record what?
I said boobs!
Why?
Because she looked down.
Oh. Emergency ladder. It was lowered to the ground from the windows of the 4th floor robotics lab. It was used to evacuate Space Center personnel. All right. Well, I guess that's about it for this room.
So what do you think, right? Any ideas?
Not a one.
There is still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all, these games are bullshit.
You think we should fill those gaps, right?
You asked me to
Want
prove
me to-
Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth?
Put something inside of those gaps. Maybe
What?
press into the
He
void.
did?
Yep, he called it a special request. Honey02, thank you for the follow. And thank you, Maximum Capacity Go, for the gay lovemaking. And thank you, Lou Panda Mouse, for the $5 donation. Emergency ladder, but security former. Oh, cause ladder and ah. Well, that's very kind of you, Lou Panda Mouse, and very amusing. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. Edgeworth's request.
Could you please do the dishes once in a while?
I mean, for God's
Begging
sake,
you.
they don't need to soak overnight, right?
So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep, the Blackwell case.
Right. I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion.
Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time.
What about now? That 8-year miss.
Still not a lawyer, but
That was nice. Now the inside of my mouth is clean.
That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return.
People are saying it's a little hard to hear Marin when they're doing the Edgeworth thing, so I'll turn you up a bit.
All right.
Shadow Madden, thank you for the follow. Let me know if that persists, guys.
That's how I push my glasses up.
I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law.
Yeah.
Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Ah, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. What is his job right now?
unemployment.
It's not being a father.
Being a single father, an unemployed single father. Yeah.
Mostly just single and unemployed.
He's like, I love being single. I love not working. I stay at home and the kid works in the magic mines all day.
The magic mines.
Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details.
Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day.
I love you.
I you too.
I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. This is apparently what I said to you on
This
the
is a
phone
large fry.
yesterday.
This is a large fry.
You called up and were like, you up? And I said, yeah, I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. And you were like, weird comeback.
I'm eating
And
chili
then he was like,
cheese
come
fries.
over.
It looks
have
like your
chili cheese
target
fries right
finally
now.
decided to make a move. I refuse to buy
Would
a
you
smartphone.
make a move?
Role playing.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
I thought tonight was furry night, right?
That was him on voice chat while playing like Fortnite. And he's like, this is exactly like that.
I'm going.
No, they were playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because Fortnite is too. And he was using like an Xbox 360 and he had the microphone hooked into the controller.
I'm going to. I like that all you had to do was describe the experience of multiplayer on the Xbox and it sounded funny.
Yeah, because it's like 10 years old.
I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. That's what it's all about.
That's,
You get
we don't
disbarred.
do either of those things in the court of law, right?
The dark age of the
We
law.
raise our right hand. I told you this.
I'm
You
speaking.
do not ask the witness to put their right foot on the Bible and
Put
their
your
left
right
foot on the Bible.
That's what it's all about.
Take your right foot off the Bible. Put your left foot on the Bible.
The dark
Yeah, you
age of
take it all about.
The Bible, that is.
the dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers, but not in the game so much. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrications of evidence than ever.
This is really weird for a 16-year-old girl to know.
When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago.
8 slutty years ago.
8 slutty years ago.
Good to see you,
Pearl
Daniel,
knows
with the
about this.
daylight.
Pearl knows about this shit because there's a lot of discourse about it on Twitter.
TikTok is blowing up about this shit.
Yeah.
A lawyer.
gosh.
Oh, it's you.
A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence.
I'm definitely
His
going to turn you
name
up.
was Phoenix Wright. And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Weird that this didn't start with Manfred von Karma. It just started with Blackwell.
Right?
Yes, somehow.
Wait, do you mean?
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. My
These
case.
2 assholes. Yeah, 8 years ago, Phoenix Wright did something stupid.
I was trying to say
And
my
then
line again, but you
7
cut me off.
Oh. No, it's fine. You don't need to say anything.
It's
No,
true.
it's fine.
This is about me. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare.
He says over this image.
No more podcasts.
An absolute nightmare.
Rhinoceri were arrested without any evidence.
Oh, Ennerkaiser points out that Manfred canonically was never convicted for any of his crimes. That's why people still praise him like Franziska, and it even makes sense. And it even closed one of the cases in Miles' spin-off game. I didn't keep that in mind,
What
honestly.
about Godot? How come Godot's
Well,
case didn't trigger any
That's
of
not
this?
Dark Age of the Law. That's just a guy being a dick.
What?
He was still
Godot
a
was the
prosecutor
chief
who
of
murdered someone.
police.
What?
Wasn't Godot the chief of or not Godot?
That's Gant.
Fucking
That's
Gant
Gant.
was
But,
chief.
but that also should have triggered this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually worse because that was the chief of police and a prosecutor involved.
yeah.
I
But
guess,
the Dark
yeah.
Age of the Law was after one guy turned in some fake evidence.
Look, they copyrighted the term Dark Age of the Law. They're going to use it.
Say about it.
After those 2 cases, the media just went, fuck the lawyers. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it.
It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake.
Unlike my booty.
Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. Man, corruption stinks. Really harshes my buzz.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt I'm a 16-year-old girl. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. Like on Xbox Live, that I play all the time. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. I'm sure that's to blame and not me fucking him. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him, when I was looking at the back of his head?
You're not supposed to talk about getting fucked up.
Last night.
The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the time.
Ah, I thank you for the well-deserved bonk there, Lena Karen. Ah, it sure is. That's Phoenix pretending he has an opinion.
I'm sure it is.
I
And doesn't
agree.
disagree with everything Miles Edgeworth says.
You're right.
Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be?
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Lawyers and prosecutors are supposed to trust each other, says Phoenix, who has been berated and verbally harassed by literally every single prosecutor he's met. Yes.
That's because he loves being
He likes
yelled
it.
at. Yeah.
I mean,
Some
it checks
men-
out.
Some men
he's-
and women just love getting yelled at.
It checks out because, like, his
He's
first...
just built different.
He is. His first experience in a courtroom setting, like, there's no reason for him to come out of that experience where Mia and Edgeworth were fighting over him, was it? Was it them? Who was it?
Yeah.
Who was
It
the
would have been Pain.
Payne?
Oh,
Okay.
number 3.
Mia and Payne they're fighting over him, and he eats a necklace to get out of it. And he comes out of that being like, these guys are supposed to work together. I'm inspired to take this job. Like, this doesn't make sense to
I
me.
hope I get to eat more necklaces.
He saw he saw Mia and Payne arguing, and he was like, "That was
Yeah.
so hot."
He was like, whoa, I felt so ashamed. That's awesome.
I bet I can get even harder if Edgeworth was the one doing it.
Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly?
I want chewing jewelry. That's what Edgeworth said. Sorry, I
You
saw
fine?
Ribbonfly's comment. Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion.
The owner of this room.
The owner of this room.
Do you think when Edgeworth proposed that Phoenix ate the ring?
Yes.
It was one of those put the ring in the glass of champagne situations, and he just downed
He
it.
just
He
swallowed it.
was like fucking.
He was like, I had a
bottoms
bad
up.
day.
I want to see the two side by side
He's okay.
panels of Edgeworth, like
Yeah.
with the smug face watching Phoenix pick up the glass, and then the look of horror as he realizes that Phoenix does not see the ring and is going to just swallow
Or
it.
just a taste of the ring.
Phoenix
Yeah.
is like, oh my god, that one tasted expensive, and when I poop it out, I'm gonna wear it. I
God.
will
Why is
wear
the
this
champagne
one.
so crunchy?
Oh, perhaps that's me. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess.
Oh yeah, we should acknowledge that in 11 days, the Apollo Justice trilogy comes out
Oh,
yeah.
on
yeah.
Which platforms?
all of them.
All
Basically
of them.
all of them.
Basically
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to play this
Apple
game
Watch,
amongst others.
Mhm.
rice cooker.
Samsung fridge.
It's
yeah.
really good on the rice cooker, I hear.
Yeah, real fluffy.
Carmine Gallo,
Tamagotchi.
thank you for the Bonk Marin redeem there.
I deserved it.
Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena.
The important thing is for you to solve You Are One. And prove Blackwell's innocence. I know you are one, but what am I?
And then maybe she'll release the hostages. Yay! Releasing hostages.
Huzzah!
Girl, you're too young to be saying shit like that.
I'm counting on you, right, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free.
Oh shit.
Not me. I know I'm the
Now, if you'll
negotiator.
excuse me, I
Yeah,
have a
wait.
massage equipment.
Yeah, I need to go get a massage. I'm very stressed.
And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. You'll be there, right?
No.
Of course, I'll be under the table. I mean, I'll do everything I can help uncover the truth, including give you a blowjob in the middle of the court. What?
Jesus.
While he's also sorting through papers and evidence down there.
That's just how he gets off, honestly. he looks at court documents while he's jerking it.
Oh shit. And Kaiser says the Apollo Justice trilogy will support multi-language dubbing too. So you can get the German dub again after a decade, apparently.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how like a lot of games, because when I was young, a lot of DVDs only had English, French, and Spanish because over here, those, it's basically Canada and Mexico. But like in England and stuff and Europe, a lot of the DVDs have like so many more languages because Europe has so many more languages. So I love that like a lot of video games now are and DVDs, like they don't really care about the region anymore. It's like I want to. Sometimes I just want to play Zelda in German. It's cool.
This isn't an official trial. I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me.
What?
I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
Oh, the
Make it sound cool, though.
Aura's familiar.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth.
I'll see you in
but to others, that translated to, even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again.
Undocumented. Off the record.
And then a little smooch.
Oh yeah, smooch court. December 20th, detention center.
I'll see you in smooch court, babe.
7 minutes in detention. Visitor's room. There he is. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel
And
like
I was really mean about it too.
But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Mr. White!
That might have been me.
Sorry.
I don't
No,
know.
it was Jesse
It was
Pinkman.
Jesse.
Gatorade me, bitch. And Pearly too.
We still need that Jesse Pinkman drinking water as a redeem.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yes,
Jesus.
please.
I
We
to
need
do
it
that.
like to be an affordable redeem. We need it to be vamp level affordable.
Because I don't have that many points right now, and I need to use that redeem.
It's only for Soupy.
Yes.
Yeah, is there a way to make it so only I can redeem it?
I don't know about that.
No, but what we can do is set up a Bluetooth thing so that way you can like have a specific like one of those little dipping birds. So we'll activate the dipping bird and it'll touch a
And
button
then it
on
just
Martin's
presses a
desk.
button that okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You are not putting.
We'll
I know
figure it
you're
out.
joking, but the visual in my mind of anything like that just makes me imagine Billy popping up on the desk and knocking it down.
That little shit, he jumps around to try and get our attention in the morning, and he
Yeah.
knocked off my crochet hooks this morning.
I was wondering what that clatter was.
Yeah, I was like,
Aw.
please tell me you didn't break something. And then I was like, what the fuck
He's
is there
so-
to break even?
He's so funny the way he does that because sometimes I'll be awake enough to watch him and he'll climb up and he'll knock something down and then he'll look right at you for like a half a second and be like, "Did that work? Did I wake you up?"
He's got to check.
So rambunctious.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the
Aw.
20 bits. We need a twerking gumshoe redeem. Is that a
We
visual?
do.
Is that a visual that is available online?
No.
But I don't
also-
think so. But maybe we just need to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it sounds like that's your calling, Martin.
My calling.
Your calling.
Yeah.
All right. Athena.
I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant.
Yassine the Dream, thank you for the follow there. And because you're my friend, despite all evidence to the contrary, and I was worried about you.
Thanks, boss.
All my friends call me boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
Well, I think Edgeworth had an emotion about it.
Wow.
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. I forgot about that. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's all right. But there are some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you.
She's posting on r/AMA.
First of all, what do you think about this? I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to present evidence like that again.
You're just bumming her out.
Can you be a little more sensitive about this,
Yeah.
You
please?
still have yours. Calm down. I just
Probably
got
never
mine
work
back.
as a lawyer again now. I said that.
Sorry, yeah. Don't talk like that, Athena. Shoves badge in face. Don't talk like that. We're going to clear you of all suspicion. Just you wait. Just you wait.
I hope you can. I really hope you can.
Okay. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good. Right next to the space cafeteria.
And I actually accidentally had the knife in my hand at the time.
Oh shit.
And then stabbed him with it.
Accidentally.
But it was an accident. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time.
That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that.
So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you want to have... bleh. Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it?
I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket.
That jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes's? Hat 1 exhibit updated in the court record. A newspaper clipping, a photo of the people involved with the launch, and the jacket worn by Dr. Sykes. Do those space suits have bulges? I mean, appropriate bulges.
Just enough bulge. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. And then I woke up and there was a knife in my hands. I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out.
I wonder how many total faints there have been in the Ace Attorney series. How many times people just passed out?
We just need a faint counter.
Yeah.
When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me.
In my bright yellow jacket. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave.
Yeah, she's like the most fluorescent person in the room and nobody can see her.
It's good because the Space Museum is fluorescent, so...
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? Athena.
Oh, I don't know, 8, 10 days. I was out about it until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. I was like hardcore passed out.
Wow.
When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding lounge 2, and I saw the stove.
Bloody stove.
My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that.
That's why she thought it was a stove.
Fuzzy mind.
I don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh? Imagine if that happened to a person. This is gonna be tough.
Weird question, but did anybody hit you with a fire extinguisher? Which means, what if I'm the one who killed Clay?
I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. Will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability.
So she made Clonko and the other one, or whatever it was, Ponko.
Yeah. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt.
Wow, robots that can understand people.
Lou Pandamouse, thank you for the $2 donation. I wouldn't worry about killing clay. At worst, you can mold it and bake it. Elemental hero Clayman is proof of this. Karina. Stone Cold.
Good one.
I need Karina laugh tracks on all comedy shows.
There's one person in the audience with tepid laughter. I got
Just
you.
telling you exactly which jokes were not funny. I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that, dredging up all that old stuff.
No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Woods said something about you always wearing headphones. Who's the voice of Miss Woods? I
That's
forget.
He
Marin.
always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones.
Who is Miss
that's
Woods?
me. That's the kid actually, Kim, the friend. I forgot.
Yeah,
Juniper.
that's Juniper.
Oh.
Heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
I had to wear them every time I went out.
Oh, she was allowing the robots she was using the headphones must have been connected to the robots somehow to learn her emotions, and that's how she's got the Danny DeVito.
Well, it was like to tune out like other people's emotions so she wouldn't get overwhelmed.
Oh, right.
Out in public.
I forgot
It's
the gimmick.
autism coding.
Right. No, I understand that.
Literally.
I understand that.
Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen.
What were they for?
I guess I could have just waited.
Yeah.
Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation.
I already explained. It's the autism.
But I forgot.
But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay. But let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research.
And I'm the expert on this. Phoenix Wright, on your mom.
Phoenix Wright, toilet cleaner Esquire.
Yeah. And therapist.
Yeah.
I want to believe that.
Toilet cleaner, comma, Esquire, comma, and therapist.
Yeah.
In the order of importance.
And then
But just
lawyer.
about the only things my mother left me with are widget.
No, see, that's the thing. Esquire means lawyer, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that.
And this earring. It's like,
I
it's like a
only-
title you get,
Kitty cat
basically.
After all.
Yeah, I only learned that because I started doing the legal transcription and I was like, oh shit, Esquire means something.
This is a lot of Esquires.
Yeah,
They did
it's
not
like,
say that an ace attorney. How was I supposed to know about that?
right? How are we supposed to learn when the bar exam doesn't give it to us? She already said that.
I said
Oh,
this.
she did? I'm sorry.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research.
I only had one though.
Maybe she did love me in her own way.
I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too.
And I don't want to deal with it if she didn't.
Moonrock earring added to the court record. An earring that Dr. Sykes gave to Athena. The stone was cut from a real moonrock that was being used for research. I'd better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her my badge again. I mean,
What'd that mom do?
That paper I found in the robotics lab.
What that MILF do?
Paper. Is it this one? No.
Um,
I guess it was. That can't be it. That's a statement.
no.
What's the paper?
Is there another page?
No, it just goes back to the beginning.
Hmm.
A
Mhm.
handbook, I guess. Weird way of, Yeah, I guess it must be that. He called it a paper. What an idiot.
Oh yeah,
He's kind of dumb. He's kind of
This
dumb.
essay.
yeah. That is true.
That's a really thick piece of paper you're reading, Edgeworth.
Well, he's
It's
got a
the
really
Lord of the
thick
Rings.
skull. Wow, all of that just on one piece of paper?
It's a really big piece of paper.
Just folds.
Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko. Get a room.
Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know.
Who's this redhead guy?
That's
the
Starbuck.
guy
That's
that
the-
goes-
That's our
The defendant from the
Oh,
last case.
the rocket
Yeah,
head.
that was our
goes,
client.
Martin Villainy. First
Why is Larry
Esquire
Book
and now
here?
this.
He looks like he's keeping it together there is the thing. He looks like he's not traumatized.
Yeah, this was before he was traumatized.
Yeah, this was before the trauma.
Pre-trauma.
He's not Eeyore.
Right.
Notice also Athena's mother is still alive.
And they're all happy.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's the woman on the far right?
That's Mattis. Everybody knows that.
Who's the one on the left?
I mean, nobody knows that one.
That's Ash Ketchum.
Which one is
Oh.
Phoenix Wright?
Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo too that's taking people hostage right now.
The robot.
See Ponko's bandages? I put those on her.
And I caused the injury, too.
I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it.
Don't be a nurse.
I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie.
Human.
I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was.
Weird.
Good thing I'm not a weirdo now, right, Mr. Wright?
Yeah. Really normal.
It looks like there's something written on the bandages.
Yeah, I wrote robot. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, get well soon, Ponko.
I wrote robots go home.
You don't belong.
Wow.
That's why they're killing everyone now.
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash.
Thank you, Jim Prower, for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 33 months there and alerting Kamen Rider. Oh gosh, this is. There's so many things going on that I've forgotten his name. Bloody hell. What's his name? There's three
Jeremy
Kamen
Bearmy.
Rider Agito, Kamen Rider G3, and
Kamen Rider
Gills.
G-string.
It's Gills. I can't believe I forgot the name of a Kamen Rider.
Whoa.
Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics web.
Yeah, back in the web.
The web.
I was so
The web.
impressed by what my mom did.
The web?
I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt.
Are you a robot?
It looked just like magic to me what she could do.
What if that was the twist?
She was a robot the whole time.
A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? His arms are getting real tired.
Ha 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 ha.
We should help him, Mr. Nick.
Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages?
That's not how the
What's
joke
wrong?
goes. I guess I'd better spare her the news about Trucy. Well. Anyway. After some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
What? You're kidding me. So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might...
Yep. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then?
Yes, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow.
Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. Glad I didn't say that one out loud. That was
kind of
bad.
gay.
Yeah, I was just like, hold it in. Don't say it.
Hold in the snakes.
That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago.
Oh, cutscene? Or not?
Please, you have to listen to me.
Baby.
He didn't kill her. His heart is
It's
screaming
because
that
he's
he didn't kill her.
bisexual.
Boy, Adept, thank you for the vamp redeem.
We don't take heart testimony.
I like the evil audience.
Right?
Dun, dun.
I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
You were only 11 then, White. You were very brave just to give testimony.
Pearl was younger than that when she started helping Phoenix work on murder cases.
Yeah.
Just a baby.
Pearls
I'm
is
not
right.
impressed.
Get on my level.
Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time.
But not good enough. But nothing I said did any good.
Sorry, I thought that was the
I was
line.
a shaking and scared little girl. All good. Small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell.
But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful.
Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up.
Hell yeah.
And I also learned to punch. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be.
None of these things helped with the law,
Physically.
They have to point like really hard.
but I guess, you know, it probably did help her with the one scene where she's like putting a what is it? The
Oh, where she attacks a cop.
that, but also
No.
the whole bit where she had to like pose Apollo or whatever it was. I don't remember. There was physical activity involved
was
with
it
that.
Apollo was posing her and then like
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so
where
that
she
they
had to
could figure out like
pretend
what
to be a
position the victim was
statue.
in?
that one.
Yeah.
Physicality got involved there. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the stop breaking the law redeem. Oh, we've updated it.
I wanted to punch harder than any other lawyer could. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. I wasn't sure who I should punch to really establish that.
Right.
And then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. And then I also heard Apollo punched him in the face one time, and I wanted to get in on that.
I thought that was
yeah,
awesome.
More punching.
I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me.
It doesn't seem like Athena knows. that Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him.
Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? We've gone through so much together.
We investigated the stove.
He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was. I wonder if he smiled like he used to. Back then.
Oh, sure. Big smiles. Very nostalgic.
Yeah, that sounds right.
If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I could avoid this by explaining things, but no. I just have
That's
to free
not my
him.
forte.
Failure is not an option here. Ah,
I thought you might be here. Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble.
we are? What is it?
Not again.
I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
Oh, we don't have reservations.
Just like book a ballroom at a hotel or something. Come on.
Share a hotel.
I was able to get us a slot down at the McDonald's Play Place, though.
Oh no, but there's no ball pit in that McDonald's.
We're gonna have to use the slides. It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway.
Just Ellie86, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 31 months there. Happy sub day. Just Ellie, thank you for the sub. Much obliged. Hope you're doing well. You can do it. Count 0. Kamen Rider Agito. My phone. It's from Trucy.
Oh, this
Told
is
you
Laura,
I'd give
I
you
think,
1
actually.
hour.
What's that?
Told you I'd give you
What?
1
I
hour.
was asking Soupy, sorry.
I think that's actually me because Klonko's with us.
Oh.
I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages.
No, wait. We still have a little more time.
I choose this one who keeps trying to pull a quarter out of my ear.
Besides, all of the courtrooms are being used right now.
Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get any more time. Your daughter is first.
Well, fuck.
Oh.
The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think?
Stop being a misogynist.
No! Don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do.
The cruelest injustice is about to befall us.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. I told you I'd give you 1 hour to watch Pokemon the first movie on Blu-ray. It's difficult because
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta watch it on 1.5 speed.
Damn, Mo.
Yeah, Pikachu's
He really
vacation goes by in 5 minutes.
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us.
Wait a minute. Maya? Maya?
They really make it seem like she's about to show up, and then
Right?
she doesn't.
Oh, it's from Maya?
Oh, I
Yeah.
read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom.
There she is.
Maya.
Song Song delivered. Thank you, Blaze Girl 10 for the Maya He Maya Who.
Maya. That must have really been something. Although, weird is par for the course with you, toilet weirdo.
Not a titty baby.
I don't call you a titty baby.
A courtroom blew up. That's it. I'm not going to think about Maya. I'm thinking about this. There is a courtroom we can use after all.
You're welcome, titty baby.
I'm not a titty baby.
Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
I'm not a titty baby. Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed.
So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway.
Your hotness gives it away even over the phone. We're ready to start the trial. Yeah, I would say, Ribbonfly, that it's a bit of a health hazard, this courtroom.
Yeah.
Everyone has to wear a respirator.
We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4, the one blown up by the bomber. Hopefully it won't rain.
Drama.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. I'm gonna go sweep up a little.
He has to decorate.
I didn't
It's
exactly.
December, so I think I'll put up a Christmas tree.
It didn't
It's
exactly.
only right.
It didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? You ready to have your brother's innocence proven? I guess that's less threatening than it sounded in my head.
My brother. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thinking about any man makes me laugh.
Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending.
What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Y'all are so dramatic.
You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass.
What?
See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright.
What is she talking about? Athena?
Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I?
Pico.
Did I
Oh, Pico.
kill my own mother?
This is gaslighting.
No.
Gaslight gatekeep girl
No!
boss herself.
Yeah.
Oh, gold.
Oh,
They're gold?
The black psyche
No,
locks
they're
are
the-
back.
This shit made me so mad because I was like, no, this is Kristoff's thing.
Right?
He is not that special.
He's my
Soupy.
Scrimblow. He's my little Blorbo.
We said forget that guy.
He's my
We
little
have-
man that I put in a jar and I shake it. He's so stupid. I love him.
These
Somebody please
two in a
save
room
Clavier. He
together.
needs vitamin D. He is dying. He's so pale. Someone save him.
Oh, no way! It can't be true! Mr. Nick,
You-
what's the matter?
I like to think that he just like didn't want to have to say last words to Trucy because then he'd have to tell her that she has a half brother.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like, I have nothing to say.
He's
Shut
like-
up. Let's go to that.
Under no circumstances can I let Trucy die right now for that reason.
Yeah, I got other things. I got another idea. Check this shit out. And Ollie's.
Oh, black psyche locks. Oh.
I see 5 black psyche locks.
Ah.
I've seen these kinds of locks before, and I don't know what the fuck they
On my
are.
ass.
Dark black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been interesting 7 years ago?
And there's no way to remove them.
Yeah, we never really found
That I
out
could
what
figure out in 5
I
seconds.
couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Anyway, my daughter was gonna die, so I'm gonna get a beer. Be right back, y'all.
Do we have time for a quick happy hour?
Gonna grab a brewski.
And Aura's just like, all right. And then they meet up for happy hour. And then they go back to her holding hostages and Phoenix defending Athena.
Phoenix is like, yo, let's get some beers, but then there's a place where the shrimp fries the rice.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice, Mr. Wright?
Do we feel like we need? Do we need a break at all? Anybody need to use the facilities?
I need to go pee real quick, actually.
Sure thing, by all means.
Be right back.
Godspeed.
Woo.
Godspeed.
All right, we're taking a short break while Soupy uses the bathroom. Very exciting stuff. I'm not really sure. This isn't like an official trial that we're doing, is it?
I don't think so.
No,
Well, it's like off the record.
it's off the
Yeah.
record, so I assume that the verdict means essentially nothing. It just is like we're recreating the circumstances of the trial from 7 years ago. That's what we're doing, right?
I think the verdict counts
The verdict counts.
technically, but it's it's like a secret trial.
Okay.
I think
Not
it's a
for
matter
the
of like
public.
it's on the record, but it's not something that affects anything. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
It does affect
Yeah.
things and is
But
not
it's not
on the record. I mean, it feels like it's the Ace Attorney courtroom version of like updating a Wikipedia article.
You got a great butt.
Thank you, Reggie33 Bring It, for subscribing with Prime for 13 months. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Reggie. Ocean Orin, thank you for the follow. And Baka2XLR, thank you for the 100 bits there. Much obliged.
Well,
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be, I mean, given that they wouldn't be wasting our time with the thing at the end of the game, I imagine it will have official ramifications, but they're treating it like it's sort of a, no holds barred version of the trials we usually do. Vampiro, thank you for the baby redeem. Dark Jade says it's kind of like Edgeworth's case. What does that mean? Edgeworth's case? Which one was that? Anyway.
the one where he was on the defendant?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no law in Japan-California.
Senmaru, thank you for the hydrate command. I'm glad you noticed my voice getting a little bit scratchy there. Oh, I should mention. Oh, after this happens. In his yukata. Thank you so much, Frankenstein, for the resubscription for 32 months there, coming up on 3 years. And you got a little bit of Kamen Rider Agito doing a little fighty pose. Edwin, are you guys planning to switch to the PC version for the next game? I guess that's a good question.
I'm not a Switch, personally.
Or you're not PC
Sorry,
either.
That was a kinky joke. Hi.
But, I mean, I guess it's certainly something we can consider depending on... Because, I mean, it's not that I dislike this setup, but having the phone thing on the side, like, you can tell this is designed for a phone.
Yeah.
So it
back.
might be a better aesthetic. We'll see how it looks. Or we'll see how we're doing money-wise, I guess. Oh, I see the DL6 incident. What Gillinator said. Are you... Okay.
Soupy, you're back. Help
Welcome
us.
back.
Yeah.
Help
What?
us. Will this trial
What's
have
going
effect? What is the reason for this trial?
do you mean?
Is it on the record? What's gonna happen? Because they were saying this is like is or is not
It's
a
off the
verified
record.
trial.
It's off the record, but the
The
verdict
vibe
results-
is real.
Yeah.
The
It's off the
results are
record, but like they
official.
can discover new evidence through this. So then
Okay.
like they can like retry it later, basically. But you'll see.
Okay. I guess we'll see. December
So
20th.
Destiny.
December
So
20th.
Because if I remember correctly, in the end, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, great.
Okay. Just like with the jury system.
I mean that just that particular aspect doesn't matter.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
of like, does it need to be like tried in a real court? I guess.
December 20th, 3:11 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. When you said so Desione or whatever it was, I was watching. I've been watching old episodes of a morning show from back in the 90s, in the early 90s when I was a young lad. When I would watch it before going to school, and it basically was where they had things like Sonic the Hedgehog and Power Rangers and stuff, and they have commercial breaks included, so all these old British commercials are on. And that, I don't know if it still exists, but there was a gravy brand called Bisto, and it probably still exists because it was very popular. But the catchphrase of this gravy was Bisto, and the gimmick for the commercial that played was a Chinese man has gone to London for some work thing, I guess, and he comes back and he gives the Bisto to his wife as like a souvenir, and she goes so, and he goes, no, Bisto.
Good lord.
It's so bad.
That is okay, Janai.
It is not okay. Bisto is still a thing. Okay, good to know. Bisto
That
very
was
popular.
Hontoni Warui.
All right, December 20th. I said this.
I did a little research.
She's becoming more unhinged from English and reality every day.
I did a little research. I did a little
It's like she
research
said that underwater.
as a tweet.
Oh, and Koku no Megami, thank you for the Proto Badger redeem there.
I looked into this. Oh, hang on.
It's just Karika, thank you for the 10 bits. Are you Daijo Boo okay?
Janai.
I looked
Daijo
into
Boo Janai.
I looked into those special psyche walks you mentioned, Mr. Nick. I'm not sure how there's any research on them, but okay.
You're also not sure how to pronounce them.
Research.
What did I get it wrong?
I was just making a joke about
Oh.
your list.
You did? That's great. I really appreciate it.
A wed psyche walk protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. If the person folds under questioning, the walk breaks and the truth comes out.
Yep. That's exactly how I got the truth out of Detective Fulbright and Director Cosmos. Miss me with that old psyche lock shit.
But a black psyche lock protects the secret from the deepest place in a person's heart. A secret that that person isn't even consciously aware of.
So can we truly say Christoph Gavin deserved a guilty verdict then?
He didn't know. He was unaware of it.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He was that
Don't
blonde.
worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think we could appeal his case because he has a new defense.
Look, we got this black psyche lock research from Pearls, the small child, so...
But
So-
she's the expert witness.
So even they don't know it's there.
Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose.
Rock Ruin, thank you for the 10 bits.
I did some research on those black psyche walks, but after about 3 hours, I realized I can't read. For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
Okay, so all I have to do is break the psyche locks.
According to my research, a black psyche walk is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around someone's heart. If they are whipped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul. Fuck.
That sounds scientific.
God damn.
This is definitely peer reviewed.
Yeah.
Did this happen to someone?
This.
In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good.
Yeah, why is
And
he
if
the
I
one
am
who is...
careful, I could also traumatize Kristoff for good.
I like that. I like that he's like, oh, I can traumatize her for good.
Uh-oh.
He tugs
But
at my
also you could
shirt collar.
traumatize her for the greater good.
Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side in case I traumatize her? She must be suffering. She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden that she doesn't know about.
All right. But will you be all right by yourself, Mr. Nick?
I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all of my focus and strength. Dark Jade, I think we actually encountered Black Locks before Kristoff, and I think it's the case that what Kristoff wasn't aware of was why he had his grudge against Phoenix, and I think that his locks were removed improperly. Oh, I don't know.
And you can't do that if I'm there. I'll just hold you back. I better leave the game again.
No, that's not it. I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena. You're the only one who can do it, Pearls.
All right. I'll do it then. Good work, Mr. Nick.
Good. Now she's gone. Now that my mind is at ease, I'd better get ready.
Thank God.
I'll just tidy up the evidence and take out what I don't need and hope no small children come up and give me evidence, because I have a problem with that. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago, but probably also
Again.
earlier than that. Time to
I
end.
gotta eat the evidence that we're not using.
Every
Give
7
me a
years,
sec.
a new
Crunch,
nightmare.
crunch, crunch.
Nom, nom, nom.
December 20th, District Court, courtroom number 4, broken. Battle damaged. Defense, prosecution, and judge. Marry, fuck, kill. There are even people in the gallery.
I would
Wait,
definitely...
wait, kill who?
I'd marry the judge.
Yeah, he's
No
Yeah.
way.
career
There's
security.
long-term stability there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not fuck, though. That
Does-
man simply has sex
But
or
think of the
procreate.
Genshin clout.
Yeah. I'm only
Yeah,
in for
what?
the Genshin Cloud.
Like
Only in for the
he's in the
Genshin
top
clout.
ranked guild or something. What, I don't know what clan. I don't know what
He
group
has
they're
the
Right.
called in
highest. He
Genshin.
has the highest leveled elite. He's a whale on that game. He has all of the exclusive characters. He's been to all the live events.
So
So many
what you're
waifus.
saying is our Japanifornia tax dollars are are
Yes,
supplementing
they're going
Genshin
right
Impact.
into Genshin.
Are you
Jesus.
surprised?
Thank you, Killing 121. For
That's how the
headshot.
economy here works.
It's just horrifying to think about.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. If Phoenix had a penny for every time he had to prove that his friend didn't kill their parent when they were a child, he'd have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. We like a good Phineas and Ferb meme. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. We are
It's
strong.
cleaner than my office.
No one can tell us we're wrong. Law is a
Hey, do you
battlefield.
think that love could bloom even on the battlefield?
Love it.
The robot already beat
It's just waiting.
Court, or some facsimile of thereof, is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Duskbringer,
He
thank you for
is,
the... Oh, go on.
he is not into this. He's like, I don't. We're in like this fucked
Well,
up
listen.
room. There's like a vacuum
I'm
cleaner on the
cold.
stand.
I was in the bathroom and then someone tells me I have to come and fucking
It's my day off.
preside over this case that's not really even a case.
God damn it, y'all.
I don't know if I'm getting paid for this.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. And if you got one every time you had to save Larry's butt, he'd have a lot. He'd have a few, wouldn't he?
I think the judge definitely negotiated some form of like gotcha into his contract at this point.
Jan, go.
Is this word pronounced facsimile?
It's
What did I say?
facsimile. It's a Latin word.
Facsimile. I was like, I haven't seen this word in a long time. Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper official trial.
Oh, well, there you go.
It just happens to be taking place in a shithole.
Man, imagine being these guys. Jesus.
Please take me seriously.
Take this more seriously, or you'll start to hearing the bones of the hostages snap.
The
Oh
clamps.
my god.
Please try not to upset Miss Blackwell. I'm begging you.
I'm not afraid of a lesbian. Court is now in session for the very serious and very proper trial of Athena Sykes.
Hang on, I forgot to put that high up redeem on, apparently. I didn't mean to leave that off. That's my bad. I'm pretty sure I meant to leave that. I meant to turn that on. Anyway.
It is me, Miles Edgeworth, serving cunt. What was it?
He is,
I have-
though.
I-
That's
I
my
have-
opening statement.
I have shitted in the mother toilet and did not. It point
Does he still fear cunt quakes?
Oh my god.
Not when I am the fucking. Not when my pussy is the eye hole of it.
I am terrified of them unless I've caused it.
Then they just quake out from beneath me.
Karika and Ankoku no Megami, thank you for the high up and turn down for what combo there. The wombo combo.
This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce.
What did you say?
Say that again to my giant purple robot face.
I said I really need to fart.
Edgeworth, did you not hear
That's what I
I
thought you said.
Edgeworth, did you just not hear what I just said to his honor?
However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law.
The odorous dark age of the law.
It's a stinky age.
Yes.
I see what you're after. If we can find the real truth behind that case today.
Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled and glory shall be restored to the court system.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as if you know something of this truth.
Do you question my truth?
Perhaps a little.
Alright, bitch. I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else.
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
Spread those cheeks, baby. I'm sorry, Ryan. But the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must.
I'll make it up to you.
But I hope we're
later.
still on for dinner later.
I'll buy you an ice cream cone afterwards.
Mini Me Cursor 96, thank you for the follow there.
The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the count of murder in the first degree.
All right.
I'm very grumpy.
That was it, I guess.
Oh, anime. Anime time.
We're all
Regardless of the
haunted by
circumstance, I intend to question the defendant
Kyle.
with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
For that.
Then you'd better bring it.
Then you
Bring
better
that booty.
You are ready.
Stop flirting.
You two are
Is
done.
now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
He sounds.
Give him a little
Your
kiss.
Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution.
I forgot
It's also
about that part. Why is his hand so tiny? And why is it directly in front of his forehead?
Yeah, he's like doing
holding
the
it
L.
up. He was the shape
In
of an
the
L and his
shape of an L.
a tiny
That fucking jump scared me.
lowercase L.
He's like,
Oh
here's
my
my
God.
5 head.
Don't look at it. Look up there.
My eyes are up here.
Yeah, sorry about the stuttering there. The game tends to lag a bit when those cutscenes happen.
Yeah.
Man, you know that the team was so excited to animate that though.
Yeah,
They were
I
like,
bet.
"Ooh, Phoenix versus Miles.
I better not make his hands too small. No,
Oh, shit!
He is so mean.
It was a weird shot. It was
That
a
is
weird
a weird shot.
I'm
It is a weird shot.
sorry.
No, absolutely. I mean, like I don't like the animation
Forgot about
cutscenes on
that.
this
That
one,
was.
to be honest.
Next time
I
I
feel
get
like
called
the
for
3D
jury
models look
duty,
better.
I'm
They
gonna
do.
the
I wish it
forehead
was all.
hand.
I want to talk about my immense tension.
But I keep forgetting that the Apollo Justice game is gonna have it where we can make our own Phoenix Wright game.
That's
Easily.
Yeah, I
You can
guess.
post the little
Well, I
models.
think it's more that you can just take screenshots.
Yeah, you can make
That's
like
still-
little
Not that you can like build a
scenes.
case.
You
I
can't.
can't wait to
but
see
yeah.
how creative people get with that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
That'll
like
be
the
fun.
you can take pictures of your Sims doing things.
you've
of the
confused-
Phoenix
You
Wright.
confused some people in the chat. We should probably clarify.
Sure. Okay.
We should probably
you
clarify
already
that.
clarified.
Oh, okay. Well, just in case, there is no you can make your own Phoenix Wright game in the Apollo Justice trilogy. It's just some sort of customizable, like, green screen that you can pose characters on.
Yeah,
It's-
it has a
it's-
studio mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
it's-
like
it's-
photo mode.
Yeah.
It's not as elaborate as what was just said. This immense tension between us. It's like we're picking up right where we left off.
In the bedroom an hour ago.
Can y'all chill?
It's my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of false accusations and end this insanity.
But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. She's a very
Just a little quick
promising
make out in
young
the middle
lawyer.
That little smile. Look at that shit. What is that?
It's very cute.
I know without a
Yeah.
doubt that Athena is innocent.
That's the face that Billy has when he knocks something off the shelf and tries to wake us.
Ah, mischief.
He does have scrunkly eyebrows.
But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either.
Must have been a secret third thing.
So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage guy in my flashback?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the real culprit, but it's clear what that person is. A dick!
Small girl.
To put it simply, a spy.
The true culprit is a spy.
Alrighty.
I accuse a spy.
It's gonna be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself.
Hey, to Queen Sonia, thank you for the daily blessings.
But I don't have a choice if I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose the spy. Henshin.
Harry Llama, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 3 for 19 months in a row. Much obliged, Harry.
Now then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
CPE.
Huh. No need for the chief prosecutor bit, Your Honor. Just call me King Asshole.
Oh, did the glasses come
All
off?
right, King Asshole.
They did. They're in my little titty
Yeah,
pocket.
they're in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
They're hanging on my nipple. It's quite cold in here. I am here as a simple prosecutor.
Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Just call me baby girl.
Although I've been known as of late to give an impressive opening statement myself, baby girl.
Just kind of came out of me. I'm sorry. That was Miles Edgeworth coming alive in my body.
It's like
The Edgercist.
he literally just said, "Call me baby girl." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll call him baby girl." And then you're like, "Oh my god, he did it."
I like that. In all the trials I have ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement. Who has traumatized you into this?
A bird.
Homophobic bird.
Of course, you're right. I was just joking, having a little fun.
Joke, it's a joke. Though he wasn't doing them just out of fear. Interesting.
Let's start with a brief overview of the UR-1 incident. The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago on October 7th. The victim, psychologist Metis Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor.
Athena's mother.
Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were two deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. One, Blackwell was the only person in the corridor at the lab. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder.
And two, just look at the guy.
Yeah. And two, this photo, which
Look
which
at the
captured
guy.
the moment
Yeah,
of the crime.
just look at the
this
guy.
Look at how guilty he is.
Look
He's
at the
got a
guy.
sword with blood and a corpse. What the fuck?
Very incriminating evidence indeed. It would appear that the only conclusion is that Prosecutor Blackwell did indeed.
Hold it.
Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of the kind. This opening statement is over. Now hurry up and call the witness.
All right.
Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedure for these things, you know.
Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is
Okay,
the
I guess
trial
you're in
sponsor.
charge.
Yeah, I am, bitch. Look at this eyebrow. Do you think I got where I am?
It's a pretty good.
Why am I even here?
It's a pretty good 3D realization of this pose.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it is.
This is the hottest
Some people
part.
complain about these like models a lot, though, but I kind of I like them just fine.
I love
Yeah.
his little face. He's
Yeah,
so handsome.
He's very cute. It's the direct
But
on
still
one that looks
punchable.
awkward.
Well, it always did.
Yeah.
yeah,
They all just kind of look like fences from the front.
yeah.
But that's what they look like.
They're just very
Decide.
wide doors. All
They're
of
just
them.
wide men. Just normal men.
yeah.
It's like that. There's that one street on the Universal backlot. It's like Old West, and on the one side they have really skinny doors, and on the other side they have really fat doors. And they'd make the women stand in front of the big doors, and they'd make the men stand in front of the small doors to make them look bigger. And then they'd make the women stand in front of the bigger doors to make them look smaller. So that's just kind of the
Wow.
trick of the eye. Yeah. I don't know how that works out for them, but you know, they're trying, I guess, for Edgeworth.
Besides, the courtroom is chilly and sitting too long can't be good for your back.
It's very
wanna
much
throw
like
it
the,
out
the,
later.
the front-looking Phineas from Phineas and Ferb situation when they turn to look at you.
It's just
It's just not
giant-
natural.
I'm demonstrating it
Oh,
on the
nose.
stream as we speak.
Oh, hang on. Oh no.
There he is.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, I don't like Phineas and or Ferb
Rude.
in general.
That's
but
like looking at a fish from head
A
on.
little bit.
yeah.
Did you say this?
Yes.
He's concerned about your back.
He wants to throw it out later. Oh no, not the judge. Never mind.
Well, I don't know based on that previous interaction.
I was trying to flirt with the wrong man.
Oh, you're very kind to show such concern for the welfare of the elderly.
As skilled as ever at playing the court puppeteer, I see.
The prosecution calls its first witness. A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years.
New testimony? But just who is this witness anyway?
Good question.
Oh. Oh
I
shit.
bet you probably want to know more evidence too, huh? I bet you probably want to get to
Bobby
the
Fulbright's
truth,
the name.
huh?
In justice we trust.
What are you doing here?
Tell him to leave.
I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss Aura Blackwill. She says she's too busy, what with the confining and threatening the hostages and all.
Yeah. That doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Klonko.
I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you.
Believing her brother.
Is that the Lord of the Rings too?
What I'm holding right
Electric
now?
Boogaloo?
Yeah.
No. No.
Mithril Boogaloo.
Believing her brother innocent, Ms. Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. I'm holding your resume right.
Oh.
Oh, it's only 1 line long, you little baby loser.
Does it mention all the times I defeated you in court?
Why does it say lawyer,
Kitty
poker
baby.
player, and then lawyer again?
Yes. I just.
What?
No.
Okay.
Didn't I say that?
Did you? Oh.
No, and though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory.
Thank you, Killing
So
121.
fucking-
You
I don't
doing
even know
okay?
what consciousness is anymore. I'm so tired.
Are you tired?
Oh no.
Well, we don't
I'm
have to go too much
exhausted.
longer if you don't want to. It's up to you.
Oh, we've got another hour left.
I mean, sure, yeah. We got
Not
as
if
long
you're-
as you
not if
want,
you're
really.
sleepy.
Mm.
I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation she conducted.
Because, like I said, Marin, like Stafford isn't coming to the thing, so it's more fluid than it was.
Sure.
And I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Here I go.
Here I go.
Here I go.
I'm waiting
We'll
for this
see where
guy
we're
to
at.
like reveal some sort of evil, dark, Yami Fulbright mode.
He just
Yeah,
fucking
this
guy?
sucks.
Yeah, I don't
He's
trust this guy.
Hey, don't worry about it.
I
Okay.
fucking hate him.
Aura Blackwell's theory.
Simon isn't the murderer. He was trying to cover for someone. Someone else was at the scene at the time they say Simon committed the murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, well, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside, that's why.
Huh.
And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. And then also a little note on the bottom here says, I'm a lesbian.
We
And
knew
that's Miss
that, we
Blackwell's
knew
theory. It totally goes in the face of the official ruling, huh?
Wow.
Lesbians?
We hadn't ruled her a lesbian before.
Yeah.
But now it's official.
Official.
About the case she mentions, there were other rolling cases like that one in the lab.
I don't know how to explain it, but I've been very unenthused about this character until this very moment. But Gumi in the chat just writing Bobby and then putting the cat emote next to his name has made me love him.
I changed my mind about it.
Because, yeah, that emote is kind of his vibe, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah, I kind of get it now.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby, dancing cat emote.
Meow.
The court of public opinion is so strange.
That's all it took.
Yeah, that's all it took. But they're not for traveling. They're apparently for moving parts and equipment.
Edwin says, this case is wild, huh? I don't remember any of this from when I played this game fresh over 10 years ago. Oh, no.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I was listening to something the other day and somebody was like, I graduated in 2004, I think. And so somebody else was like, oh, about a decade
Oh,
ago.
10 years ago, right?
Yeah. And then the other person was like, no, that was not 10 years ago.
I got some news about what was
Right.
10 years ago.
Cries.
Did you say this?
Yes.
I vaguely remember seeing 3 cases, all different sizes.
At the last trial, they thought that Prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock.
2004 is when you and I started talking, Soupy.
Yeah.
Damn. That was
I
20
think
years
end of
ago.
2004, I want to say. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Jesus.
2004. I was 11.
I hate to think that I was a conscious person 20 years ago.
Especially conscious at 7 a.m. and expected to learn.
Ugh. I mean, I wasn't. I was homeschooled.
Oh, god damn it. You always remind me of that. And I'm like, fuck. Your life
I'm surprised you don't
experiences are
just remember
different.
through. I'm surprised you don't just remember through just our normal interactions.
I know. Wouldn't that be great? Every time I'm like, god damn it, god damn it, Soupy, god damn it, me.
Every time I open my mouth, it's just like, ah, yeah, homeschooled vibes.
Well,
It's giving homeschool.
I'm serving homeschooled.
I guess there were pros and cons, weren't there?
Gunshade.
Mostly cons.
Gunshade the first. Thank you for the follow.
And they had a perfectly good reason to think that, too.
Spinzaku.
I already forgot what he's talking about.
Spinzaku is almost 20 years old.
You see, there's a security camera corridor that leads to the robotics lab.
If Spinzaku is 20 years old, how old is a Spinaroonie?
And that camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case.
That was a wrestling joke. That's
Like-
why it didn't land.
I can see why that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick end.
You see, you talk about all this 20 years ago stuff. It's weird because I started watching Kamen Rider this year, and a lot of the Kamen Rider I'm watching has been from about 20 years ago. And they're doing a 20th anniversary movie for Kamen Rider Phase, and I watched that, I want to say 2 months ago, and I'm currently rewatching it with a friend. And so I'm seeing them all in their youth, and they're doing a 20th anniversary movie.
It's
and they're
because he's
promoting it
bisexual.
right now. So I'm just seeing photos of them, like in their, like basically in their 40s, and I'm watching them so young and spry and jumping around, and I'm like, they can't do that shit now. How are they doing this? What are they doing?
They exercise.
I guess so.
That's the secret.
I can see why I said this. It's very convincing, that's for sure. Just having a wig on and standing the other way.
7-year-old video showing the corridor to the crime scene. Blackwell was the only one to pass through at the time of the crime.
That case, by the way, was later discovered outside on the Space Center grounds.
Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found?
She was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. In addition, it's unknown where Ms. Sykes was at the estimated time of death.
Hey, Crestfall VT.
I kind of like the implication in the Ace Attorney universe that you just live wherever you work.
Right.
You just
Why
kind
not?
of collapse when you stop working.
Yeah.
And that's where you sleep.
And then you get up and then you go to work again.
Wee.
Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony.
See, that basically is working from home.
Basically. And there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been.
So what you're saying is Miss Sykes didn't have an alibi?
That is what the evidence is saying, yes.
I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused mother. Are you actually claiming an 11-year-old girl?
Of course, the girl had a very strong motive.
Dr. Sykes was a psychologist who wrote many papers on speech and emotions.
I need Common Rider emotes.
You're aware of Athena Sykes' special ability, aren't you, Your Honor? Are you referring to that therapy thing? Yeah, she's done it quite a few times in court.
Well, they need to
I was able to heal some
Ability
trauma.
is therapy.
Therapy!
That therapy thing.
That's kind of how Miles Edgeworth's special ability is logic.
We should start calling our profession special abilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you do kind of like just go like, ah, and then you like,
Art happens.
yeah, with a tablet pen, and then there's a man with big
Yeah.
titties.
Yeah.
My special ability is man with big titties.
Juicy.
The ability to read emotions from speech, and the subject of her mother's research.
Karina's
And-
special ability is upsetting the Neopets economy.
I dumped all my skill points in like really not the right places.
Chaos.
But the fun places.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Well, as long as it befits society, I don't see any particular problem researching it.
I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit.
Like benefiting society? No thanks.
Ooh.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you seriously suggesting?
I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright. No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Ms. Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother.
This phase. Hello.
He's so tired.
Sorry, I stepped on some debris. What did you say?
Owie.
Order! Order in the court! What a tragic story. I hardly want to believe it myself. But we must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could. Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes.
I like the name of that Edgeworth emote just being logic. But it also is preceded by pi, so it's pi logic. Aura Blackwell's theory. Alright, so we're pressing or...
I'm guessing that's what we're doing.
Alright.
Hold it!
So, Prosecutor Blackwell willingly accepted a death sentence to protect someone else? Thank you, Mishiku.
Yes, that is precisely what Miss Blackwell appears to believe.
Oh, and that is what I believe as well. Mr. Blackwell is no murderer, Mr. Wright.
You demoted him. But Athena Sykes certainly didn't kill anyone either, Mr. Edgeworth.
So it appears neither of us can afford to go easy on the other. Fine. I expected no less.
This model kind of makes his suit look very expensive somehow.
Yeah, right?
It's like a tailcoat sort of thing.
It looks like it
Yeah.
walked off a movie set.
Ooh. Ooh, I remember this tense atmosphere. It's so invigorating. I'm kind of gay. I'm only reading notes here, but yeah. I feel extra invigorated too. So let's keep going.
We were
Fuck off.
talking about you.
You guys.
Go spray him.
Someone else has seen a crime. The scene at the time, they say Simon committed the murder. Who was it? Thank you for the hydrate command killing.
Killing, stalking.
No, certainly not. But that's just speculation.
Objection!
Objection! No. Ms. Blackwell has proper grounds for her claims.
Objection!
Then why didn't you say so in the first place?
Objection!
Objection. You're the one who screamed and cut me off.
Fine, so maybe I jumped the gun by a teeny weeny bit.
You bet your ass I did, Yellinator.
Now I know what they mean when they say close enough to argue. Moving on.
Whoa. Now I know what they mean when they say they're fucking.
Is this what yaoi is?
This is what they mean.
Career.
Objection.
This rolling case, does it have any rolling papers? I suppose you mean the one that existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it.
There's a big joint right there, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But was absent when the crime scene photos were taken?
I don't think I got into the Oedipus stuff.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. I was reading Killing Stalking, and
No.
Ms. Blackwell has drawn a conclusion.
That's a
from
big
these
piece of
two
paper with a lot of nasty images.
It's a Korean webcomic.
Oh,
I
let's
printed
give
it
people
out.
more details.
I said it.
You did? Okay.
I did.
He has. And what is that conclusion?
You're the one with her notes.
Oh, right. Of course. Reading them now. So why the rolling case?
Hmm. Okay.
Hold it!
Shove head.
And how do you propose he hit a person inside one of those cases?
Huh. Have you forgotten?
Oh,
that we
sorry.
just-
Why am I starting to read lines?
But you're fine.
She's just like, mine. You just got excited. You wanted to
Line
bark.
Raven.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten that the Oh, right. There are other people. I can't speak in our special language. Have you forgotten that we just saw such a thing only the other day?
No, it's okay. The judge is included in our text thread.
I am in the group chat.
The group chat and just like quoting inside jokes in court.
The judge has never replied to the group chat, so they forgot he's in it.
He'll just send like a.
Every
Like
so
an
often,
accident.
he'll send an eggplant emoji just
Yeah.
and be like, lol.
At your own daughter's magic show, she fit a grown person into a small box.
Oh, yeah. Way to ruin the memory of a good day.
A magic show? I wish you would have thought to invite me.
Well, you're in
We
the
did, in the
group chat.
You should check
You
the
just
yeah, but you
group
didn't.
chat.
You didn't specifically mention my name, and you didn't give
didn't
me a
ask
specific
me.
invite, so I didn't feel welcome.
I said
Oh,
both you
need to be
guys.
thanked, you need to be reached out to specifically.
I didn't know if there was maybe another guy you were talking about. Actually, I would have liked to go too.
We're
I
not
don't
adding
even
him
know
to the
you.
group chat. We're not.
Yeah, I don't
He
like
is
him.
not allowed in the group chat.
His vibe is terrible.
They talk about him too much to put him in the group chat.
It's like if he
They're like, oh my-
scrolls up, it's over for us.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god, this Fulbright guy.
Oh, my apologies. I'll invite you both next time, I promise. So, wait a minute. What were we talking about again?
Prosecutor Blackwell is using the case to hide someone.
Right.
Yelenata says, reminder that Edgeworth is the chief prosecutor of all of Japan, and he makes time to go to Trucy's magic shows.
Yep,
Important detail.
they are married.
It is.
Hold it!
But that's nothing more than conjecture, and it's hardly the only possibility.
In that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case?
I think it was the moon rock.
Objection!
You mean weed?
No,
This
that's
is a-
ecstasy.
This is a Moomin comic, by the way. There were 3 cases at the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches
dear.
in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case there just to move that rock.
Hang on, sorry.
Objection!
Be that as it may, it doesn't prove Miss Sykes was inside.
Huh. Then let me ask you this. Can you please come up with a better theory of what was in the case?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you?
Yikes. Give a guy some time to think. Let's see. Should I try to bluff my way through what could have been in that case? I'm gonna say bluff.
Do
Well,
your
you
job
know
or
he's
don't do
gonna
your job.
bluff.
Yeah. Should I make something up?
I know exactly what Prosecutor Blackwell carried from the scene. I just have to find something else that was missing, right? No sweat.
Oh, I'd be very interested in hearing your theory. If it's true, that is.
This is a crime scene photo taken after Prosecutor Blackwell left, correct? All we have to do is compare this with this photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what's missing. If he took something with him, then it should be in one of these photos. Lady Luck, don't fail me now.
Or I will be extra misogynistic. So help me
Women
God.
failing me again.
What else is new?
God, I wish I didn't think they were so hot.
I had a girlfriend once, it was awful. All right then, Mr. Wright, let us hear your theory. What did Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene of the murder?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look at the photos here. Okay. And then there's another photo, right? Is it this one or is it a different one?
I've
There.
already forgotten what we're
This
supposed
one.
to do.
We're supposed to find
Lucky.
something else missing. You know, obviously the big
Let's-
case is gone, right? Is it the
Is
mask?
it the sword, baby?
I mean, I know what it is, but
You know what it is.
I want to hear your theories.
Okay.
Between
Hang on.
the Blackwell, well, he's
So,
got
like,
the
so
katana.
The middle cart.
Huh?
If you go back to the other photo where the metal cart was,
Okay.
There's a
and then you compare it with the
screwdriver.
other photo where the metal cart was.
This metal card or this metal card?
No, that metal.
The
Go back to
metal
the
cart,
go back to the
that's
other
a
photo
metal
that you were
cart.
looking at.
Jeez. Oh wait.
There's no. Go back to the other photo.
Oh,
There.
there's a
The metal cart.
there's a
Yeah.
spanner.
Yeah, it's missing a screwdriver.
A spanner?
It's also missing something else.
What
The
are you
the
people
bloody
talking
thing.
about?
This blunt?
The joint.
The big doobie?
Yeah, the giant doobie.
I was
thought he was
hoping.
just gonna smoke the weed after he finished killing that shit.
It's the only way I could hide it.
He smoked the evidence.
This weed isn't legal.
This right here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Take that!
Missing which this channel has a no backseat rule. It's not so much that we don't have we have a no backseat rule. I'm happy if people haven't played the game if they want to chuck in what they think it is, but just don't spoil if you already know. If that's really the only rule is if you think, well, if you definitely know and you're just saying the thing that it is to tell us what it is, avoid that if possible. It's not the end of the world because 3 out of 4 of us have played this game already. Oh, Oshi Man. Oshi Man. Thank you for the raid. You are playing Pokemon Scarlet / Violet, and with the message deleted raid, a very unique one. Thank you so much for the raid there. And Mordecai, thank you for the 10 bits. It's missing a Kuragane spanner. Sorry, bad pun. What a ridiculous joke, as Mr. Kuragane Spanner would say. It's really funny. In Kamen Rider Gotchard, he's not really the secondary rider, but he's another guy with a sort of transformation. He's sort of the Chaz Princeton / Zane Truesdale of the show. His catchphrase is "What a ridiculous joke." And then he was sitting down with his sensei, and she gave him some food, and he ate it begrudgingly or something. And he did a variation on his catchphrase. He said, "What a ridiculous taste." And I'm like, this guy doesn't know how to do jokes.
This guy sucks.
This guy stinks. Pikmin 4 confirmed. Thank you for the follow. You have a very timely username. And thank you for the hydrate command there, killing 121.
Killing in the 1-2.
Please notice that there is a robot part on the top of the card in this photo.
Is that what that is?
I guess. Oh, because it's bandaged up. Because yeah, okay. Pixie Guts, thank you for the follow. Are you voicing the dead person there, Marin?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was Karina.
That was Karina.
However,
even Martin can't tell our voices apart.
I'm terrible at this.
We're all just blurring together.
However, in this photo taken after the crime, the robot part is gone. Someone smoked the robot part.
No. Or ate it.
Or ate it.
Phoenix.
You do appear to be right. I don't see it in the second picture.
Sojourner, thank you for the doodle-la-la-la redeem. Doodle-la-la-la. Doodle-la.
But I see a huge puff of smoke coming from off the side here.
Yeah.
But it's just a piece of junk. How important could it be?
Junk is very important.
We love junk.
Is it
In
really
the trunk.
just an insignificant robot part? Speaking of which...
What are you looking at? I'm gonna start charging for each glance per eyeball.
Stingy. What happened to the age of free previews? Oh, stingy.
Stingy.
Ew,
Stingy.
stingy.
Wow. I'm
Your Honor.
Ignore that, Your Honor.
Amazing. Vampiro, thank you for gifting a sub to Rojixus666. Do appreciate it. And thank you, Nate Gaming, for the Zookeeper Redeem. Shut up. Your Honor, about this robot part. Doesn't it look like it could be an arm from that robot there?
Well, now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? I'm very impressionable.
Why'd I get bonged? Donut Anon.
But the case is still too big to be practical for just the moon rock and a robot arm.
But was it really just the one arm that was in there? If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe... I believe there was another robot at the scene that looks just like the one here. Your Honor, it is the defense's assertion that it was this other robot that was in the case.
What?
Look at him up there.
I like little boxes.
It's cute.
I love when they get little boxes.
They have a box guy.
We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot. Yes, it looks like the arm of the one before us, but it could be something else entirely.
We're gonna save my game
Like
because
a giant doobie.
we're getting close to Billy getting hungry hours, and he does have a tendency
Oh,
to jump
no.
up on the computer.
Oh.
So I want to avoid...
Have you tried the thing where supposedly cats hate it when you put aluminum foil on the counter?
I mean, we
Yes.
did that for the counters, and he didn't give a shit.
Oh no.
And I record too
Also
much
tried-
I
on
guess
my
he's used to way
computer.
worse.
I can't have crinkly noises with the microphone.
Oh.
We also tried squirting him with like a little spray bottle, and he doesn't really.
He don't
care
care.
either.
He has seen some
Aw.
I
shit.
guess he's just been through worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
ca-
he lived in rain and everything, you know.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, miniature rain.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm refreshed.
Just barely even registers.
The classic little
Besides-
finger.
It's wrapped entirely in bandaging, making it difficult to verify what it is.
He doesn't do the little wiggle with his finger now.
You want me
He
to
does a little
wiggle
bit.
it?
He
Like at the
does?
start of the animation,
Oh,
if I
really?
remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
You should be wiggling that thing.
Wiggle, wiggle.
I know for a fact that it is a robot arm. Shut up! I can even tell which robot it belonged to just by looking at it. I'm a robot arm expert. With this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not.
But Mr. Wright, I thought you were more of the technologically illiterate type.
he is.
When did you become such an expert?
Oh.
I feel somehow abandoned.
I post all the time in our group chat about how I'm a robot expert. Why won't you pay attention?
I don't know how to read that.
You were invited
You
to Trusty's
abandoned me.
magic show. Phoenix has been very open about his coding school at night that I've also been
You would
paying
have had
for.
to call me on my landline.
Okay, full
I
disclosure.
do not call anyone.
Okay.
I'm a millennial.
Vice Crimson Henshin. Open app. Vice Crimson, thank you so much for resubscribing at tier 1 for 58 months in a row there. Getting us on a ski-moo hype train. Oh, almost 5 years have gone by already. Hope you're doing well, Martin. Thank you for all the wonderful content. And please keep being yourself. You're always so supportive, Vice. I do appreciate that. And thank you for
Hello.
the Henshin there.
Hello.
What's up?
Soupy's lagging.
I just
Oh,
lagged for like 15 seconds.
oh no.
Oh.
It's probably all the excitement coming off of Vice's sub there.
A hype train.
The hype train. I've got to make the hype train happen.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
We need man away.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think
And-
it's hopefully past
Yay.
now.
Mushroom Man, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Thank you for the 6 months of sub. Mushroom Man. Always got to have one of those. And Yolinator, thank you for the 20 bits. Do appreciate it. Not to worry, Your Honor. I still know next to nothing about machines. But I know this piece of evidence proves which robot the arm belonged to. Hang on.
Give me a second.
Oh, this one.
But don't worry, I know.
I do know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Megastorm 6000 says, Happy New Year. Also, I don't know if I asked this, but permission to draw Marin as a giant ogre and post it on the Discord. Marin, how would you feel about that?
Sure.
Yeah, by all means, Megastorm.
Whatever inspires you.
Yeah. Ogres are cool. I'm going to present the evidence.
Take that!
The robot in this picture is named Ponko. But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss
It's because he's
Science
bisexual.
bandaged it up like that. Thank you, Void Adept, for the vamp redeem. Marin is very inspiring. I'm glad you all agree. I feel very inspired by Marin all the time. Marin has been giving it their all. Marin has been putting in the time and the effort. Marin has been working, shedding those blood, sweat, and tears for people that they'll probably never even meet. And I really hope that one day the world sees Marin the way I see Marin, which is as this beautiful beacon of progressiveness and positivity.
Oh,
So
and I fart a lot.
Hell yeah.
that's true as well.
I like the juxtaposition between that and Ribbonfly saying, wasn't Marin an ogre once named Shrek?
Another
Yes, I
beacon
was-
of progressiveness and positivity.
And Shrek.
Just like Shrek.
I was one Shrek for 9 months. I was inside of Shrek at Universal
true,
Studios
yeah.
Hollywood. And I
Very
was
jealous.
one of only 2 AFABs that have done that job. So.
And this year, we can finally say this year, Shrek 2 Retold comes out. And
That's right.
I'm Shrek.
Oh, wow, really?
Briefly in that, I play Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very exciting.
And
Wow.
I did some singing before my voice dropped. It's like some of the last
Oh,
recorded stuff
wow,
I have as a
yeah.
soprano.
That's going to
Yeah.
sound so different.
It is.
We don't know when, Vampiro. I've just seen them posting within the last several months that it's the original release was last year, but this next year I believe they're going to be releasing it for sure. They had a sort of semi-official premiere at the Shrek Fest last year. But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that. That's bandaged is a difficult word. Words are difficult.
She must have thought that machines heal in the same way that people do.
Yeah, dumbass.
Stupid kid.
Stupid.
What an adorable, naive, stupid mistake. It reminds me of my own grandchild.
Oh, the robot arm at this crime scene had the same bandaging wrapped around it. In other
I was
words...
like, am I lagging again?
No, my brain is. In other words, this robot arm could belong to none other than Ponko. I got a splinter.
Order in the court. Order, I say. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you have to say to this?
I concede that the robot is about the same size as a child.
Alpha Rabbit, thank you for subscribing. Not sure why the alert didn't go off, but thank you for the resub for 14 months. Robot bondage in my Ace Attorney. It's more likely than you think. And you got us to a level 2 hype
This
train.
hype
so there
train
we
is
go.
making my hemorrhoids do the Harlem
He's doing the
Shake.
Harlem Shake.
That was right at the last second.
Right. Nice timing.
Excuse me.
You're
But
good.
it cannot grab its knees and curl itself up into a ball.
Unlike me, right, Edgeworth?
Yeah.
Healing 121, thank you for the hydrate command.
Call me baby girl. And that'll answer that question. Even if it was the largest of the cases, the robot couldn't have possibly fit in there.
Hey, Judge.
Now
Sorry, I'm like
Superdragon.
hella lagging
Oh,
again.
no.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The case does come up to about mid-thigh on Prosecutor Blackwell.
Let's talk about Prosecutor Blackwell's mid-thighs more.
Yes, please.
Are they mid?
Well, they're not as slutty as Baron
Oh, no.
von Zeke's. Those are very slutty thighs.
That is true.
Is that the guy?
But he's showing him off.
That's
Yeah.
That's the guy from
Kadokawa.
Ga.
Ga. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Ga. Robot fucking
I see your
yay or
point.
nay?
The robot is much taller than that.
Robot fucking yay or nay?
Yay.
What
Yeah,
kind of
yay,
robot?
obviously.
I mean,
Yay.
Any robot. A Gundam.
Absolutely.
Pepper.
I would love to get split by a Gundam. That would be cool. Sexually. Like not like they karate chop me. That's boring. I don't care about that.
They've got me there.
Yeah, I do.
Can't
argue with that.
Did Prosecutor Blackwell make Ponko fit into the case by, I guess, dismantling?
Dismantling her, I believe.
Because of the,
Yeah, with
the
like
machine.
the dismantling machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have a trash compactor.
Phoenix is like, I would have simply eaten her.
Why don't I, the largest of the lawyers, simply eat the law? Of course Ponko
He's not
would
allowed to go near the baler.
Of course Ponko would fit. All Prosecutor Blackwell had to do was dismantle her. Once taken apart, the robot could have easily fit inside that rolling case.
Huh. It appears to be a robot assembly device. We already said this. That robot just came right in front of us.
Disassemble
Just like
any
my Japanese animes.
disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button.
No,
That sounds
disassemble.
that sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick? I never got an answer.
Mr. Nick never said shit.
It sounds rather violent, but Mr. Wright does have a point there.
Objection!
I'm petting mozzarella.
Okay.
Except that there was a body on the table where the robots are dismantled and disassembled and assembled. There would have been no room to take the robot apart.
Nailed it.
Objection!
I speak very good English.
But what if it wasn't done on the table? What if the katana was used instead?
You mean the sword?
Yes, Your Honor. As we all know, in Japanifornia, katanas are swords. Yes, Your Honor. Miss Blackwell, I'd like your opinion as a woman of science.
That's sexist.
Oh, now he's suddenly trying to respect women.
And science.
Isn't it true that the katana could have been used to take the robot apart? And wouldn't it have been really cool?
Bonking it.
In your professional opinion, would it have been cool?
As a woman of science.
I suppose so. It would have been really cool. That would have been sick as fuck.
Thanks for getting us on that level 1 hype train, guys.
Their joints are made of a very tough material. A blade could slice through them.
Thank you for your expert opinion, Miss Blackwell. Thanks to you, we now know that the existence of the severed arm in this photo proves that Ponko was taken apart. In addition, since the rest of Ponko was not found at the scene, we can conclude that the true meaning of this photo is very different from the original interpretation. Oh, there we go.
You can't mean.
Are you lagging?
I'm like lagging intermittently
Gotcha.
every so often.
Sorry about that, Soupy. I'll save
It's not like a solid 15 seconds like it was before, but
Right. Oh, Scribe Bob, it's all good.
what's
I'm
Billy
sorry.
doing to my computer?
I'm saving because Billy is eyeing the computer. No, speaking of, get off, Pip. No, stop. No, stop.
Oh my god.
God, no.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Hang on.
Martin, are you okay?
Are we alive?
What did he do? Yeah. Actually, I don't.
We're live.
Yay.
He jumped up on the keyboard and
You
pressed
seem to be
buttons.
Okay.
Oh, naughty. He's being naughty.
He is being very naughty.
We
Let's
try and
ex-
call him Pepper, and then we always end up calling him his government name.
That's exactly what I mean. Whatever I was replying to. Duskbringer13, thank you for the 10 bits. Karibo's on the menu now. That's exactly what I mean. This photo does not capture the moment of the murder. It is instead a picture of the moment after the robot was sliced apart. I'm glad you like the cat pics there, Miss Inkwitch, sorry. The blood you see where the arm was cut off was transferred there by the bloody katana. Most likely, the rest of Ponko is scattered around Prosecutor Blackwell's feet.
Not hearing this.
Somebody points out, K16 points out, we can scroll back. What was I replying to?
Oh yeah. I always forget about this feature.
In addition, since the rest of Ponko was not found on the scene, we conclude that the true meaning of this photo, you can't mean that's... okay, so I guess it was just, you can't mean that's exactly what I mean.
They said what it was
Pepper.
after,
Yeah.
and now we're looking like, yeah.
He is jumping around.
Just chatting. He's hungry.
He's hungry pretty early today.
He's
Therefore...
like, you never feed me. Why?
He's getting even more than normal, too.
I know. He liked the food. I think he's like,
He's
oh,
too
good.
dumb to know.
I have a single person I can nag for this.
He is too dumb to know because there's a whole fucking bowl of dry cat food
There
that
is.
he never touches.
And he likes
he's
the food.
Obsessed with the dog food. Obsessed with it.
It's weird.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Therefore,
God.
what was transported inside that case was not the defendant, but a robot. Miss Sykes never was at the scene at the time of the crime of the murder of the. You know what I mean.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Ah! My head! My body! Where am I? Or was this Ponko?
My
Who
neck,
knows?
my back.
My pussy and my crack.
Order! Order in the court!
Thank you for the bunk blaze girl.
Oh, it's a boy.
It's true that Ponko was found in pieces after the murder. And I'll admit I repaired her myself afterward.
Photo of the crime updated in the court record. The photo shows Blackwell taking the
So
robot
it just
apart.
never came up. It never came up, even though she put it back together, that the robot was sliced apart and not just regularly dismantled.
Yeah, like it's a specific plot point that she did that. So it's weird.
Seems like a
Phoenix
big
Wright
sticking
wasn't
point.
there.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright wasn't there to
That's
interrogate
true.
people.
Yeah. He just hits different.
There's a blood stain on the end of the robot's arm. I did deserve that one, Lena Kira. Yes, I'm finally a lawyer. Hopefully I've gotten at least one
I
step
know what
closer.
law is.
I did a law.
I'm one step ahead of Apollo.
To proving both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell innocent.
Objection!
I'm not going to think about the consequences of that.
You fucking idiot. Well played, Mr. Wright. You've made your point abundantly clear.
I've got Billy, by the way.
You've got him.
He's in my arms.
Baby.
I concede that it wasn't the defendant inside the rolling case, but the robot.
He's like whacking you with his tail right now, right?
No, he's curled up in my arms and
Aw.
licking his lips while
Baby.
I scratch his chin.
See, that's what he needs. He doesn't.
He's so sweet.
He doesn't get what he wants from me because I'm working with my hands. All right, what's going on here? It's never good when he plays things this gay.
Whoa.
Does the prosecution withdraw its claim that the defendant was carried from the scene?
No, Your Honor. My claim hasn't changed.
Objection!
His claim has so changed.
Bitch.
But Ponko and Miss Sykes couldn't have both been inside that case.
Objection!
The notion that the case was used to carry Miss Sykes was Ms. Blackwell's theory. I have been of a different opinion from the outset. Now I finally have the opportunity to voice my theory. You fucking idiot.
Women.
Thanks.
But once
to
I heard a
the-
woman say it, I knew it couldn't be true.
I was
Guess
like,
I was right.
"Nah." Thanks to the sexy and masculine defense.
Edgeworth. He's been one step ahead of me this whole time. That's
I'm
two
not
steps
a-
ahead of Apollo.
I'm not a misogynist. What is the word where you are afraid of women? Femphobic?
A bitch.
I am femphobic.
I don't hate them. I'm merely repelled by them.
In that case, how do you propose the defendant left the crime scene?
Wetting them.
Like wetting them like with wetness or wetting them like with a wedding ring?
Wetting them.
Simple.
Second one.
The footage
That
only
cleared things up.
shows the footage only shows Prosecutor Blackwell from behind. What's more,
I did see that Moon is number 2. I don't know what to think of that. I think that's absurd. It's like, why go on the what kind of not to start any kind of tangent about this whatsoever, but I think it's absurd when people on the internet are point at any group of people and say, "Look at these nerds." I'm like, do you know where you are right now?
Right.
He's holding his arm in front of his body as if it
Pepper.
were holding something or someone.
Pepper, I see you looking. I'm gonna save again. I pressed the wrong button. Just in case.
What if he sees the timer hit 3 hours and then he's like, it's over, and then he presses the button?
Okay, if the stream just ends at 3 hours, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's
You guys
he's
know
our-
what happened to us.
He's our union rep.
hardly evidence.
I have proof. The surcoat Prosecutor Blackwell was wearing. The victim's blood was found on the front of it, and the stain had a highly distinctive shape. It looked like a penis.
Pepper.
I laughed. A blood stain with a distinctive shape. Please continue, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Go
Describe
on.
the shape of the dick.
Tell us about the shape.
7 years ago, the defendant was known to constantly wear a certain item, of which there is only one in the world.
Hello.
A special pair of headphones made just for her.
He's jumped on the back of my chair now. Hello, what do you want?
Baby Pepper.
Your
You know,
attention.
you can't stay up there.
Naughty.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. This is the second time I said this today. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
He is a backseating kitty.
Analysis showed that
He's
the blood stain-
telepathically sharing his flashback to Edgeworth right now.
Thank you.
Analysis showed the blood stain to be in the exact same shape as these headphones.
Hello, Pepper. Oh,
In
what are you
other
doing, buddy?
words,
Keep going down.
this was no mere blood splatter.
What's wrong, buddy? It's okay. It's okay. Are you scared? Do you need help getting down? Pepper? You going down? Okay.
The blood went from the victim's body to the headphone, and then on his titties.
Pepper, what are you doing?
I said this.
Oh, you did? His titties? Is that what you said?
His titties. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he said.
That's what it said.
Adaptation, bitch.
Pepper.
Yeah, that's Marin's job.
That's my job.
A most
That's my
gruesome
skill.
stampede.
Vampiro, thank you for the baby
Your
baby
special
redeem.
power.
Did you say this?
I said that. Yes.
Blackwell carried Miss Sykes, who had been hit by splatter, away from the crime scene. This proves that Athena Sykes was, without question, present at the crime scene. And that concludes the prosecution's argument. That's what he says when I hit the prostate.
Oh.
Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha!
Order. If the defendant was indeed at the scene, it deepens the suspicion against her.
Thank you, ELO20XX, for the hoo-ha redeem.
Objection!
Alright.
But we've also shown that the robot was there at the scene as well.
Objection!
I hope you're not making the ridiculous claim that a simple robot was the real murderer.
I don't really think that, no, but you can't say the possibility isn't there. Detective Fulbright, was the robot questioned at the time? Did anyone talk to this robot?
Fuck that, Fulbright.
No, I don't see any record of it. I believe it was considered unrelated to the case.
Pepper, no.
No.
But as it turned out, the robot was actually integrally related.
We're gonna have to get Martin a cage to put him in while he's screaming.
Aw.
Your Honor, the defense would like to call Punko to the stand.
And then Martin can just go in the cage.
Yeah. Oh, robot witness.
A robot witness? Hello,
I
Pepper.
like that you could literally just put Billy upstairs and like just close him in a room, but the real solution is to put Martin in a cage.
Yeah.
Well, Pepper would be sad if he was in a cage.
Martin's fine.
Order in the court. Yeah, Martin can handle it. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think about this?
He's looking at me. He's in my lap. He's staring up at me.
Oh.
Hello, this little Mr. Green
His
Eyes.
paws moving closer to the button.
Mr. Yellow Eye.
I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna fucking turn
He
it off.
fucking reached up and grabbed Martin's nuts yesterday.
He did.
Jesus Christ.
My back.
Wow.
I had thrown
naughty.
I'd thrown my back out. So here's the situation. I'd thrown my back out, and so I was walking funny, and I couldn't really bend down. And I was stood in the kitchen, and he usually when I go in the kitchen, it's not always to feed him, but it's often enough that he will always come into the kitchen and he'll always sit next to me and he'll always look up at me and we'll probably usually talk to each other and I'll acknowledge his existence. But because of my back being thrown out, I couldn't look down. So no matter how much he followed me and sat next to me and looked at me, I wasn't acknowledging him. So I was stood next to the washing machine facing the wall, just standing, staring straight forward. And the cat I could see in the very lower peripheral of my vision was just sort of sitting, looking like as if he was right in front of me, confronting me. And then the next thing I know, the shadow jumps up and he's just grabbing my balls.
Wow.
And I think he was just trying to be like, look at me.
He's like, I'll get your attention.
And he did.
Yeah, he knows how to escalate.
Good for him.
It was painful.
Huh. Mr. Wright has called all manner of witnesses to the stand over the years.
Pepper,
So why not a robot?
stop.
Nothing surprises me anything anymore with him.
Very well. I will allow the witness. Bailiff, please summon the robot named Ponko.
Okay. Maybe we save and
okay?
call it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a good place.
He's getting feisty.
All right. Yeah, he is. He jumped off my lap, and I was like, okay, you seem fed up with this. And then literally less than a minute later, he jumped right up next to the keyboard, and I was like, okay, you need.
I'm gonna do it.
we
I'm
need
gonna go
to-
naughty mode.
Yeah. You need to make some preparations for feeding this little guy. Karika, thank you for the 10 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. Yes, I think we are going to call it there. Do you guys think we'll be able to play again next Sunday?
Probably.
I think so.
All right.
For me.
Clear right now.
Sure thing. I'll keep you guys in the loop in the group chat that the judge is not in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to see
Don't
if...
accidentally post it in the wrong one.
Yeah. I'm gonna check if somebody is streaming right now. Well, I'm gonna stream somebody I used to be in projects with. Anji Do has been in a few Flash things that I was a voice in, and they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they have about 4 viewers, so we're gonna give them a nice little boost. Looks like they're playing with friends. If you like D&D, if you've got any kind of passing interest in D&D. Check their stream out. All right, Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the stream chat before we go?
Check out Delicious and Dungeon on Netflix. I am Namari, the bisexual dwarf who is thick.
Hell yeah. Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we go?
Just thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day.
And Karina, I'm going to give Drawfee a quick shout out, but was there anything else you wanted to share or promote before you pop off here?
Check out Joffy. We'll be streaming tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be streaming in another couple hours.
Oh, hell
or
yeah.
less, with Jonah Scott.
Oh. What are you playing?
Alpha Aniki. I think he wants me to teach him about Neopets.
Oh.
And
So
the
we're-
economy.
So we're gonna be cringe. We're just gonna be talking
Nice.
and being cringe.
Pepper.
Pepper.
He keeps trying to
He's like,
Yeah.
so
sabotage.
No.
He's like, you are 4 minutes. Past stream time.
All right, we're about to raid, so thank you so much for joining this week. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pepper.
Bye, everybody.
He keeps trying. All right, here we go. Bye. Bunny True 15, thank you for the follow.